100 universities to provide more than 10,000 courses to the students, free of cost, with the help of MOOCs technology. We're a revolution in the making, a wind of change. Education is much more charming and intriguing than the temptations of distractions unnecessary. Our education policymakers must look into the problem to make a better system which is more practical and provides hands-on learning to the students. Who are we? The International Internship University is a virtual university with state-of-the-art curriculum, real-life industry exposure, amazing student attention, learning-oriented resources, and most of all, a commitment to make the world a better place. Why do we exist? We exist to fulfill the necessity of the bread earner. We exist to help underprivileged achieve their dreams. We exist to fuel aspirations and accessibility. We exist to provide everyone the luxury of being capable of changing the world. We really do exist to ignite young minds and make them the torchbearers of tomorrow. For a better future, for the legacy of everyone who's left us, for the hope of everyone who's yet to come, and for the growth of everyone who walks this beautiful planet. We invite you to join our world-class educational team and platform with an altruistic dedication to creating the future. The change is so big that it would potentially impact millions across the world. Millions of children and youth around the world cannot wait any longer. Please join us in our effort to create the virtual learning generation of Iiu. We're Iiu, we're change. Welcome to our world, a new tomorrow.
Good morning and good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to day number 3 of our International SDG conference. And before we go any further, I'm going to ask Dr. Prachi to go ahead and have our prayer played before we take another step.
अरे प्रोग्राम को बहुत देर करा था, घंटा 2 घंटा कहीं 2 घंटा करा था। कार्यक्रम होता है, डांस होता है, वो वंदना जो होता है।
Thank you so much. Let's give a virtual round of applause. How brilliant this young girl is, dancing so beautifully. Well, I am Elisa Schultz White, and I am tasked with being the moderator for today, and I am very honored. So I officially want us to give a virtual round of applause to welcome and congratulate ourselves and the brilliant team at IIU for bringing us to day number 3, where we will be diving into with some of the most remarkable speakers from across the world as we talk about good health and well-being, ensuring healthy lives and promoting the well-being for all ages everywhere in the world. I want to express gratitude to have been given this opportunity. I am Elisa Schultz White, as I said before, from the USA, and I am a motivational speaker, an international best-selling author, master mindset and leadership coach. And I am just passionate about seeing individuals living a purpose-grounded life and fulfilling their purpose. So today I want to take the time out to give you a brief introduction of some of the most remarkable humans I have had the privilege of meeting in the last few months. Are you all excited to be here? Let me see you chatting it up. If you can put your cameras on, please come on live with us. We would love to see your beautiful smiling faces as we get ready to hear what all of these remarkable speakers are going to share with us today. So if you're excited, let me see you give a virtual clap emoji, or you can just write excited in the chat box. All right, so today I want to thank and introduce you to our core committee here at IIU. Our leadership, Indonesia, our very own Mona Anagai, co-founder, Dr. Satnam from the United Kingdom. She is also the co-founder and vice president of honorary degrees. Our great leader, Piyush Pandit, co-founder and chief operating officer from India. Mr. Jack William, also co-founder and director of humanity affairs from Paris, France. Nadal Nabil, co-founder in Northeast Africa. Stephen V from Australia, also co-founder. Our presidents, Pratibha Mishra, president of the International Advisory Council of India, of IUI India, and also our Dr. Satnam, vice president of honorary degrees, United Kingdom. Dr. Shelley Mohanty, President Council of Foreign Affairs, India. And again, Piyush Pandit, our co-founder and COO. We are so excited that we have some of the most remarkable leaders in the world at the head of IIU. I want to also let you know that we have an advisory council, and we salute Mrs. Roshni Lal, lifetime trustee of SBP Global, social activist, and member of the Australian Medical Board. Dr. Paran Samani, independent academic scholar of the United Kingdom. Dr. Sholi Mukherjee, Director of Education and Dean of Student Affairs, India. Pratibha Mishra, President, International Advisory Council of IUI India. We are also saluting Dr. Sankar Goneka, Chief Architect and Managing Director, India. Dr. Vijay Kumar Shah, Country Head Advisory Board, India. Dr. T.P. Shashi Kumar, India as well. We honor and we salute you and thank you for your leadership. Now, I would like to ask you all, are you starting to get excited about learning and what will be shared today? I am very excited and I have so much enthusiasm to listen and hear more about all the different perspectives on goal number 3, good health and well-being. Again, can you give me a virtual round of applause? I want to tell you a bit about International Internship University, IIU. We are building a better and brighter future for all young leaders, and we are committed to providing better and virtual education to all the learners across the globe. Let me tell you something. IIU is metamorphosing into the conventional education system by cutting down additional costs and providing access to more than 10,000 courses and internships to their e-learners across 195 countries and 6 continents throughout the world. 150 offices globally. Let me tell you, this is remarkable. I am particularly excited that IIU is in existence. As an educationist, it is a passion of mine to see that every individual has access to education. And I know that that is how IIU is driven. So we're going to dive right in to our speakers and hear from the best learned and the most experienced in goal number 3, good health and well-being for all. So without further ado, I ask that you mute yourselves if you're not speaking. I also invite our speakers. Someone's not muted. I also invite our speakers that if you have a, one moment, please. There we go. I ask that if our speakers have a slide that they would like to use to inbox us and let me know so we can get you, or just look for the IIU logo in the chat and send a message to let them know that you have a slide and your turn is coming up so that we can assign you co-hosts to make sure that your transition is smooth when it's time for you to speak. So today I have the privilege of introducing our very first speaker. I want to tell you, one moment, please, as there we are. Our very first speaker is Dr. Shanli Joy Chauhan from India. She is MA, BEd, and she also has an honorary doctorate in literature. She is the principal of Orchids, the international school. Keen educationist who is strongly advocating for gender equality and standing against child abuse. A generation that needs to be groomed to become global citizens is important, she says. She has also won several awards: Shining Image of India, Corona Warrior Award, Indian Achievers Award, and she has been a speaker in several webinars and passionate about the causes she represents. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage Dr. Sunli, sorry, I don't want to mess up your name, Dr. Shanella Joy Chauhan. I appreciate you for giving me in advance for saying your name incorrectly. Please take the microphone and come online. We're ready to hear from you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alisa. I hope I've said it correctly. Yeah, I'm Dr. Shanella Joy Chauhan. You can just stick to Joy if you like, that's not a problem. So thank you very much for having me here on this platform. I would like to thank Piyush and the entire team. And just that I'm sure that sustainable development goals are so precious to all of us because we all firmly believe in them. That is why we are here on this particular platform. And whether it's a rich country, poor country, middle, whatever, but whatever the income level is, but we are all here for this particular cause. And it gives me great pleasure to talk about how out of these 17 sustainable development goals, how we are talking about good health and well-being. So good health is definitely essential. All the more we have seen it, especially during this time of the pandemic and corona, how important it is to be healthy and well. And at the same time, what are the factors that actually affect us and make us healthy are important for us to know. Of course, we do know them, but we also need to highlight a few of these things, because even when we are protecting the environment and climatic change, and all these things, they all adversely affect us and our health. So definitely, sustainable development goals actually define the world that we want. That's what we all want to see, that all of us are in an equitable kind of a situation where all are healthy, not only physically, but even mentally. So even health has been given a very important place, a central place in the Sustainable Development Goals, and to ensure a healthy life and promoting well-being for all ages is what the uh, third SDG is actually promoting. And so many of the other sustainable development goals are also going around the same, because they're also intellect. They're so also interlinked. So as we have seen that there are the goals, the 2030 agenda have been to, reduce the global maternal mortality ratio to less than 70%. And all this is because of the lack of, the lack of resources, the lack of knowledge, infrastructure, poverty, and even as people who are concerned, whether we are educators or from whichever walk of life, we all need to see that we are actually being able to achieve these for people not only in our country but globally. And that can only happen when we all raise our voices together. Also, a universal access to reproductive health care for women, and also proper access and knowledge towards to understand family planning through education, through awareness drives, through different kinds of national strategies and programs. We all need to get so involved in this and not just leave it for the government or for our country heads to take care of it, but we need to be a part of it. No move is small, no step is less. Everything counts to making, our country a place where we can make sure that the health of our people are, and not only of our people, but globally, that, health would be improved. Even the end of epidemics and different kinds of diseases that we hear about, AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria. Every day there is a new disease that comes up. And what are the steps that we can take to, mitigate that, to make it less, to remove it, to eradicate it? We need to educate today's youth. We need to have awareness drives. We need to make sure that right from uh, the the rural areas where there's less access, there's more poverty, there's less education, that we would be able to make sure that they are able to get there. So even though women and men have different health needs, yet women also suffer in this because of the gender disparity. This is especially true in some of the countries where the access to healthcare for are not so much available to women, and they have to, they keep on because of the vicious circle of poverty and the lack of resources and education, women's health is undermined. So this limits their ability to stay healthy. A lot of time is spent on domestic work, unsafe working conditions, violence that they face. And we need to raise our voices, not only as women, but as a community, as a world, to prevent this. Even the pregnancy and childbirth poses so many risks, because so many women die for lack of proper, health care and health benefits that are surrounding them. during childbirths when they do not get access to even hospitals. So that's a lot that needs to be done in that department. We also need to remember that it's not just taking care of the communicable diseases and the non-communicable diseases and the environmental diseases, etc. But even vaccines need to be available to everyone universally. We shouldn't uh, have to uh, have to pay for that. Vaccine should be something which is accessed by everyone, to each and every poor person or rich person. It should be the same, and that doesn't always happen. And during this time, we have seen such a big shift in the mental health of people. So many more people have become sort of not only mentally ill, but depressed, anxiety issues, and they're taking drastic decisions because of their mental condition. So counseling and being there for, even if we cannot counsel everyone, being there for each other will definitely bring down the anxiety levels of people. So let's stand there for each other. Be there. Be we say, okay, just call us when you need. But are we there, or are we too busy to pick up that call? So mental health has become one of the top reasons of our well-being. When many of us have become isolated at home, elder people who have nobody to talk to, they so many people are just waiting for that one call. So as let's spread that awareness, that let's be there available not only for our just our close friends, but for our relatives, for our old people, for children are also not heard. So many demands on them, so much pressure, but we need to be available for our children, to listen to them, to hear that cry of loneliness that is there. So that's what physical health, of course, is an important goal, and let's all pledge to also be taking care of the mental well-being of everyone around us as far as possible. Let us take that particular step towards that. So thank you everyone for listening to me, and I would like to thank all of you and wish everyone all the very best. Thank you, Elisa.
Dr. Joy, thank you. Let's give her a virtual round of applause. Excellent. And you spoke about one of my favorite subjects, mental health. I'm telling you, check on everyone. First, ensure you're checking on yourself and you're taking care of your health. Do something that makes you feel happy. That is why I encourage everyone to find what it is you're truly passionate about and get about doing it in the simplest and the smallest way that you can until you go big. So we are blessed and honored to have you, Dr. Joy. So inspirational. And we need you to, while you're on here with us, put your cameras on, interact in the chat, give congratulatory messages to our wonderful speakers, and also go to your Facebook, your WhatsApp, and share the Zoom link with your friends to get them on. The more of us together, the stronger we are in achieving these goals long before 2030, because these are just basic human right needs. So we need to be actively engaged, each of us, and igniting our communities, our neighbors, and our friends to get involved in the pursuit of achieving each goals, as they're so well interrelated. If you're not well mentally, you're not going to be well physically. So while you guys are busy getting everyone else in here, we making sure your Facebook reposting the live feed coming from us. I want to welcome another speaker, Dr. Shushitra. I'm not going to mess up her last name, but she is here from India. She is a master's in philosophy, and she also has her PhD, principal of Manav Rachan International School. She is an educationist for over 20 years, with 10 years as a principal. You see the caliber of speakers that we have here in this global conference. She's also a columnist, a motivational speaker on a national and international forums. She is a master trainer and she has received many awards. She is very keen on any discussion that is related to education, children, and most passionately about youth. I welcome our beloved Dr. Shoshitra from India. Please
Good
unmute
evening.
yourself.
Good evening and namaskar from New Delhi, India. Thank you so much, Ariza. It was wonderful listening to you, in fact, as a moderator. And as my friend Shanila, she's given such a beautiful beginning. First, before I start my talk today, I would like to thank IIU for bringing in such educators, bringing in such esteemed speakers to talk on such topics, which is so very important in today's world. In fact, for the past 2 days, we've been really talking of such things. And as I have said yesterday, I think we have started seeing the transformation because IIU is such a wonderful and such huge organization with so many people on board. I think we are really doing an excellent job by spreading it to the mass. That is what is required. And as an individual, if all of us take our own stand, I think that's where we are going to achieve our goals. To talk of today's topic, that is World Health Organization has already defined the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. And that is what is taking care of our health. And as you said, Aliza, I think first we have to understand we ourselves will have to be fit enough to work on the same. So well-being is basically feel of satisfaction with life. It is not always something to do with money or like any other that you're not ailing. It is the satisfaction with life, the health, the happiness, and of course, the prosperity with good health. That is what is the main important thing that we need to understand. We need to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being of all stages. My predecessor has explained that I think pandemic has taught us what is actually taking care of our health. Those who were not well really had suffered so much that they now understand what is it. However, those associated with them also understands how difficult it is when you're not keeping well. And therefore, I think that is where we as responsible citizens, we need to take care that at least if we can take care of the mental health of the students. In fact, I would like to say that all educationists, whichever platform we are working, I think we have given tremendous support at this particular time to the students, not only to the students, I would say, to their parents too, because it is this time where they needed us and all of us played our role in a beautiful way by at least talking to them, by reaching out to them, saying that we are there for you. So that is what is mental health and mental care. By 2030, we plan to reduce the maternal mortality. For this also we need to educate our students from the beginning. If we don't teach them how to respect their mothers, how to respect their health, I think we will go somewhere wrong. We need to prevent death of the newborns and the children under 5 years of age. That is something what should be our target, and all these things definitely needs discussion in our own area and of course in a platform like this. We need to reduce by 1/3 of the premature children dying because of non-communicable diseases through prevention, and not only that, by educating them what is the right thing to do and when is the time for them to take action. We have seen the children, when the parents were not well because of the COVID, the children were taking care. They were calling us, they were giving us in the chat box or bring us to our groups that my mother is not well and therefore what should be done. So we've been guiding the child where to, who's going to come. We're connecting the doctors or like the places where they were giving the oxygen cylinders, and then seeing that little child working and expecting someone to come and what is to be done. I think that is what is required in today's world, because children have got immense potential and we just need to guide them. We need to ensure that global deaths reduce because of traffic accidents. We need to educate our students about the traffic rules. We need to ensure that there is less death because of alcohol consumption. Narcotism should be reduced. So all these definitely will reduce the death rate of our students and death rate of the country. And definitely, as I said, as we as individuals, we need to tell the children to have proper food so that they don't fall sick, taking consuming food which are fast foods that children are very used to, so that they can take care of their health and therefore reduce the illness, ailment, and mortality rate. So with all these things, I think I would not take much time. I would definitely want many of our speakers would listen to them, what they have to say. But yes, the sustainable development topics are really beautiful, and we are addressing them in such a manner that we all are recapitulating about what is our responsibility, and definitely carry it to the mass and spread it across the news that our health is very important, be it physical, be it mental. Thank you so much, and I hope to listen to some more interesting topics, or like the interesting points that are my fellow panelists will say. Thank you so much, and namaskar.
Thank you, Dr. Sidritra. That is amazing. You have painted so many brilliant images in my mind, and I'm sure the rest of the audience can agree. Let's give her a round of applause. You have reminded us of some things that we don't quite think about often when we think about good health and well-being. The education and the awareness that we must give to our youth, our children, about being healthy. And like Dr. Joy said, if we just check in, you painted that image about the child taking care of the parents. So many of those videos are circulating the internet. I've seen one where there was just about 1.5-year-old boy carrying wood to help prepare food in a part of Africa. So thank you again for that. And I want to give a quick shout out to some of our hardworking IIU team. I see Dr. Charles, General Professor Ibora from Nigeria, our Africa head, is here with us this morning, and also our US head, Dr. Kevin Ward, is here, and our beloved Dr. Nada Ratuk. I don't want to mess it up. You guys have to forgive me, but she is so brilliant. She is really working generously behind her. So I will be shouting out some of our hardworking team that is doing this as we go along. So are you all ready for speaker number 3? We have Sapna Agra from India. Are you here with us? If you're here with us, get ready. I'm going to read her bio. Someone said earlier that Elisa is full of energy. Well, I am mightily surprised, but not really. I get very excited. It is now 5 a.m. here in Arizona, and I've been up since 3, so I'm ready to go. I have to get up early to be ready. So I'm full of energy, but the excitement that is amongst all of us here watching globally, and the ones here with us on Zoom, and the speakers, I can't help but be excited. IIU has brought individuals from around the world, thousands, I'm sure we're close to 1 million, on one particular subject area, is making and achieving the sustainable development goals by 2030. Isn't that enough to be energized about? So let me tell you about Sapna Agra from India. She has a master's degree in chemistry. She has a doctorate. She is the professor. She has also a doctorate, and she's director of academics at Edge Academy, Kota, astute academician. She's a dynamic and socially active with qualitative experience of more than 20 years in higher echelon knowledge. Help me. You see what I'm talking about? We've got some of the most incredible human beings sharing with us their ideas and opinions on goal number 3. She's also a trainer and in early childhood development. She also is in psychology and science and the spiritual understanding. She has worked in the armed forces with core competency in leadership skills and high values. Do you hear me today? She is also very passionate about having training sessions. She has hosted training sessions across 950 workshops. Oh my goodness. I am trailing behind you. I'm going to find this. I'm going to find her to share with me her success secrets. I want to welcome to the stage Sapna. Dr. Sapna, please unmute yourself and go ahead and share with us your wisdom today. Dr. Sapna, are you there? Okay, I think she's not here. She missed out me getting all excited about her. She may be on later. We'll move into our next speaker and give her some time. And that is Dr. Raju Kushwaha from Nepal. He is the president of the IT Federation Nepal. He works as the IT officer in Tilanga Institute of Ophthalmology. Appreciation letter. He's received awards. He has his doctorate in IT from International Internship University. If you're here with us, Dr. Raju, please unmute yourself and go ahead and release your wisdom and knowledge on us.
Thank you. I am Raju Kushwaha from Nepal. I would like to extend my thanks to everyone present here today. The Sustainable Development Goals were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. Uh, in Nepal Healthcare is our home product apps as an online appointment system for good health and well-being. I am also the coordinator of these systems. It is on a mission to make quality healthcare affordable and accessible for overall Nepali. We believe in empowering our users with the most accurate, comprehensive, and curated information and care, enabling them to make better healthcare decisions. Nepal Healthcare has emerged as Asia's foremost integrated healthcare service provider and has a robust presence across the healthcare ecosystem, including hospitals, pharmacy, primary care, and diagnostic clinic, and several retail health models. The group also has telemedicine facility across several countries. The cornerstones of virtual hospital agency are its unwavering focus on clinical excellence, affordable cost, modern technology, and forward-looking research and academics. Virtual hospitals was among the first hospital in Nepal to leverage technology to facilitate seamless healthcare delivery. The organization embraced the rapid advancement in medical equipment across the world and pioneered the introduction of several cutting-edge innovation in Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Raju, for giving us the insight of what the IT world is doing to support us in achieving goal number 3, good health and well-being for all. And that is so important. So much advancement in technology has brought us to new heights in supporting recovery when individuals are sick throughout the world. And I am praying, as I know, many countries still don't have all the technology that is required to help individuals feel better. And we see that happening, especially during this pandemic. However, I want you to give Dr. Raju a big round of applause and thank you so much for sharing your insight with us. Our next speaker is Mistress Suprati Katar. She's also from India, MAED. She is the principal of Radcliffe School. She's created self-learning modules to substitute the absence of textbooks. She got my heart on that one. She's also trained teachers, students, and parents to get acquainted with the online platform that she spearheaded the creation of. She's created webinars and online international interaction to help create a global experience for her students. Last year, she introduced the Learning for Life concept, that is LF, the 21st Century Skills Development Program. I am personally excited to meet you, Dr. Suprati Katar. Please unmute yourself and share with us your knowledge. Dr. Suprati, are you here? I don't see her. I'm looking for her. All right, maybe she'll join us later. We'll move into Dr. Rama Mathu, also from India, honorary doctorate, principal of the Army Public School Mathura-Kant, an educationist, a learner who has spent 27 years working with children and youth. Are you here with us, Dr. Rama? If you're here, please unmute yourself and join us and let us hear from you. I don't see her name.
No, Alice, you can go. No.
Are you there? I hear voices. All righty. So we're going to hear from Miss Sheba Anand India. She has a master's in information technology. She is the information technology administrator and program coordinator at Exceller English School. She is an educator by profession and she is a change enabler by calling. She's passionate about guiding individuals to unleash their inner potential and live a life of empowered happiness. Along with having experience of 18 years as a computer science educator, she is an expertise in training and she trains teachers and students as well. We want to welcome our dear Miss Sheba Anand. Are you here with us from India? There she is. I see you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alisa, and namaste from India. It's a privilege and honor to be here and speaking to all of you today. I'm a toddler in this journey, and actually I look forward to listening to all of you to make small changes in my life and my community. Today, I would be sharing from an educator's perspective. I had a good fortune to listen to a few of very powerful educators today. And as our topic for today is living sustainability, transforming the world, IIU are doing 17 episodes of One Day, One SDG. And every day we have one new topic that is being discovered. And today we are discussing Goal 3, good health and well-being. Ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for all ages. I think health has a lot of meaning attached to it. Health for all people all over the world is absolutely part of the sustainable development. And I'm sure that in Goal 3, the health goal refers to mental health quite a number of times. And I had listened to the few speakers who mentioned mental health before me. When we say health, it refers to physical, mental, community health, and world health. It is so connected. We cannot ignore any of these. And we need to focus on mental health issues in our families, among our friends, schools, because as we see, suicide was always one of the major concerns as far as the young age group was concerned. And I think suicide is the second leading cause of death globally between the ages 19 to 25. And this has just raised exponentially during this pandemic. As an educator, I have seen so many of my children, my colleagues, and sometimes myself struggling with so much going on in our life, so much of stress, a feeling of hopelessness. We don't know what is in store for us, when things would get back to normal. All these taking a toll on not only our mental, but our physical health as well. And as many mentioned before, I think we cannot pour from an empty cup. So before we take care of others, we need to take care of us. We need to fill our cups. We need to make sure that we live one day at a time. And when we live one day at a time, and when we teach our children to live one day at a time, the problem seems a little bit smaller and we are able to conquer them. I am actually a council member of Wiki Mental Health Council, Kerala chapter in India, and we collectively work to promote holistic well-being of people around us, bringing in more awareness and reaching out to those who need support. Mental health is relevant to all sustainable development goals and is explicitly mentioned under Goal 3. Yet, people living with mental illness are among those most likely to be excluded from development interventions, despite overwhelming evidence of the close links between mental health and virtually every major issue in development, from education and economic growth to conflict and climate change. I think every place should have a clear-cut mental health policies. As educators, because I come from there, as an educator, I think there are a couple of things that we can do at our workplaces, at our schools, in order to improve mental health and promote mental well-being and health for everyone. To educate our staffs, parents, and students on symptoms of mental health problems, to promote social and emotional competency and help build resilience, to give them a positive and a safe school environment, and to give them that confidence that they can walk up to a person and talk about what is bothering them. And being there for our children, being there for our friends, as Dr. Suchitra very rightly mentioned, being there for each other is going to help a lot in developing this mental health. And in return, helping us improve on our physical health also. I think it's up to us today to start making healthy choices, not choices that are just healthy for our body, but for our mind and soul as well. And what mental health need is a more sunlight, more candor, and more unshamed conversation, as Glenn Close put it. Each one of us can do our own bit to achieve these goals. Now, I am happy and honored, as I said in the beginning, and I would like to thank all the people who are working tirelessly to make sure that these conversations happen. People come together and discuss and deliberate and come out with different ideas to promote sustainability. And I would like to wish the SDG IIU team the very best, as they have taken a humongous challenge of making people aware of each SDG goals, and all the speakers who are connected to IIU and who are speaking today. Looking forward to each one of you. In Kerala, in India, we're celebrating Onam, and Onam holds much importance in the lives of Malayalis across the globe. This is a 10-day-long harvest festival, which adds a lot of fervor to the daily busy hustle lives. I wish everybody the spirit of Onam, wherever you are and whatever you think. May you all be staying healthy, happy, and in a good spirit. Wishing you and your family a happy Onam from India, and may we all create stronger communities and a sustainable, better world. Thank you, and over to you, Dr. Alisa.
Oh, wow. Please, I'm giving her a real applause. Give her a round of applause. We are so inspired and motivated by each of our speakers. Dr. Shibi, you said it. Fill your cup first, and then you're able to pour into others. Mental health and well-being being the key and cornerstone. Many individuals work out every day and they're in a fit body, and some of them didn't wake up. I actually have known people who have, and everyone's like, what happened? Well, there's a time and there's a season. But then when you find out it was a heart attack, you're like, how? Well, those things are all connected. Divorce, miscarriage, loneliness, childhood trauma, troubling our people, troubling our girls, our boys. So it's up to us to advocate first for ourselves, make sure that we're good, whatever it is we need to do, talk to someone, an elder in the community. So thank you, Dr. Shibi, Ms. Shibi, for bringing this awareness to us.
Dr. Alisa, I am not a doctor. As I mentioned, I am
Should
just
be.
a young educator. I have a very, very long way to go, and I've got so much to learn from all of you. But thank you for, giving me that title. Maybe who knows, tomorrow the universe may give me that title of Dr. Shibi Anand. Thank you so much, Dr. Alisa.
I honor
Your
you. I
energy
honor you.
infectious.
Thank you so much, and happy Onam to you as well and
Thank
your
you.
family.
And
All right, so we're going to go into speaker number. I am overwhelmed with joy and happiness with what I'm learning. My notebook first page is already filled, so I'm going to turn my page here as we bring Sangeeta Kabar, also from India. She is a holistic life coach and leadership coach at Perfect You. We welcome you. If you're here, Sangeeta, please unmute your microphone and give us your knowledge on being well.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me, Dr. Alisha?
Yes, you're coming through clearly.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me first. And hello, everyone. Hello, Dr. Alisha. Very good evening from India. And this is Sangeeta Kabra. I am a ICF certified holistic life coach and leadership coach. And here I am also a child mentor with Childline. It's a government organization with, I'm a child mentor too. And first, I would actually like to show my feeling that I am feeling so honored to attend this event. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about living sustainability, transforming the world. So first, I would say that as a holistic life coach and leadership coach, I worked more than 10 years with people before deciding to take up life coaching as a profession, or this that holistic approach to attain that eternal health and wellness. And I love this field because I feel that that is a different kind of satisfaction when you are with people, you are talking to people, you are feeling so happy when they are happy with you. So but at the same time, I could see that a lot of people, well educated people, are not taking good care of their health and wellness. And for me, wellness is not just about being happy, wealthy, successful, or in a good physical health and wellness. It is about a combination of our love for what we do each and every day, the security of our finances, the quality of our relationships, the vibrancy of our physical health, and our role and contribution to communities, to world, to our society. So I feel that as a holistic coach, I would say that holistic approach can help our society to strategize their life in terms of their holistic health, so that they can live a truly fulfilled life, a sustainable with the sustainable health and fulfillment. And I would say that while people are living longer today, because we all have lots of medical facilities and intelligence in our life, even we are also experiencing chronically high level of stress and fatigue, and we are consuming nutrients depleted foods and are exposed to 100 kinds of potentially harmful chemically through our air, water, cleaning, and personal care things. So I feel that this is the time that a more holistic a more whole body solution become must be the standard part of the way we treat and support the health of the billions of people living on this planet. Under for that, actually we should understand a connection with the nature, with the basics, the foundation of our living, that we should understand the need between want and need. We need to understand, and making small shifts leads to larger ones, and eventually on effective path to a sustainable life becomes clearer. One very important thing that I would say, don't be dogmatic with your approach. When you are talking about the health, the well-being, the wellness, remember we are working towards on inclusive society where we can live and let live. So, and one more thing I would like to add with this, that we should work globally to enhance holistic way to attain that eternal health and sustainable health goals, to see that society is becoming more healthy on each and every aspects, whether we are talking about the mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, financial health, or each and every kind of aspect we can actually take care of. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sangeeta. Very well. We must take an holistic approach to our own health and well-being. Thank you for sending that message across. Let's give her a virtual round of applause. Now, let me get to you. Are you sharing the Zoom link? Are you sharing the Facebook live feed and ensuring that the word is out on today's message? Good health and well-being for all. You know what, friends? I am just blessed to just sit here and listen. And they've given me the microphone to moderate. New territory for me. But I am so glad to have all of you here. I feel the energy. Just coming together alone is energy, good energy, to suffice, to inspire and motivate, to not only do and help to get to these goals, but just become and be our best selves. And so we are blessed to have IIU bringing us this event of the International Sustainable Development Goals Conference. Now we're going to go into our 10th speaker today, and I also see you, Dr. Sapna, so I will revert to you after we go through. We have Sunita Rajiv from India, BA, BEd, MMA, certified teacher trainer and certified child protection expert. Wow, ambassador of the school. She's also the headmistress of Akon International School. She is the first recipient of the Teacher of the Year Award in 2012 by the institute that was instituted by the school. She is also a BCSA. She is a certified climate reality leader. And she is the recipient of the Geeta Raghavan Award. She is our dear Sunita Rajiv from India. We welcome you. Please unmute your mic and bless us with your wisdom. I am looking for Sunita. She must not be here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our dear Dr. Sapna Agrawal, MSc Chem. She is a Director of Academics at Edge Academy. And also she was the one I told you about that I'm going to call you. I'll find you on WhatsApp. She is the principal and director chairperson of schools of more than 4,500 in numbers for leaders in education. Please, Dr. Sapna, take the microphone and bless us with your knowledge.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Eliza. It's a pleasure to be here with, the IIQ Global University. And I was just hearing to Sangeeta Kabra. It was again a wonderful talk, what she said. So, I start with my deliberations. The talk today is about good health and well-being. So, it's very, very important for all of us. We understand. First statement we begin with is that it's so much important to have good health and it's so much important to have wellness. I would be addressing certain issues. What happens if a person does not have good health? What happens if a person is not fit? And when I say this, I never mean to say to lose weight, because to lose weight or to become fit is what has been told or shared by the others, right? It has been presented in such a way. For me, being health and fit is to be agile, to be able to move, to have a particular body metabolic rate if I can maintain it, and the same things I would like to teach others. Right. So now let's begin with something called as good health. So now health comprises of a couple of things. Number one, what do we eat? How do we eat? So it's not about the portions what we are eating, but how are we eating? Do we give time to the food? Are we looking at the food? Are we absorbing the goodness of the food, or are we just eating to satiate ourselves? Right. Another thing, what I understand over here is, is it only about the food, or is it about the other things which a human body absorbs, takes inside, from what all sources? That's very important. When it is good health, does it come only through food, or there are any other things? Does good health also anywhere mean having some good mental health? Is your emotional contribution to yourself, your emotional contribution to your family, to the people with which we are working, does it also matter? Because personally, I've observed when, if somebody is not happy, if somebody is not able to keep in a balanced state of mind, the food also doesn't work. So, people can eat best of the things, but it doesn't work on the body. So it's very important for us to keep ourselves into a happy state. Now, let me also talk a little bit about well-being. This word is quite a holistic, a huge word. The canvas becomes very, very huge when I talk about well-being. Does it mean only being physically fit, or being mentally fit, or being emotionally fit, or being fit in a way where you're able to make some sense to the other people also? Right. I look in the chat box and I also get an answer that yes, it's mental, physical, and emotional health put all together. Absolutely right. So when it is well-being, it means perfectly the entire combination. How do we become well-being? I mean, what are we reading? What are we absorbing? Do we give time, food to our brain also? Or are we just into talking? So, including myself, apart from giving talk sessions, apart from being able to talk to people, it's important every single day, like every single day we drink water and have food. Every single day, I do take out time to read and give some food to my brain as well, to learn what is happening, right? To become a well-nourished brain so that I'll be able to make some sense when I speak to the others. Another thing to well-being is, how much time do I spend out of these 24 hours to myself? So at least 20 minutes to my fitness, to at least 20 minutes to exercise. I say in one simple sentence. I think each one of us is going to love it. And each... Yeah. Okay, may I request the others to kindly mute yourself? Okay, maybe it was by chance. Every single day, I think this one statement would be really very interesting. You may even laugh over it, So if you respect your body, all what you have to do is every day bend down and touch your feet. So when you're touching your feet, you are actually helping a lot of circulation happen. In India, we practice Surya Namaskar. Now, when we do Surya Namaskaram, it is not only to, give our salutations and respect to the sun, the rising sun. It is also when we wake up from the body, there are a couple of things which we do. So in India, when I was a child, we were taught that, before you put your feet on the Mother Earth, you have to touch the Mother Earth, before you put your feet down every day in the morning. And you have to look in your hands and you have to say Karagre Vasre. There's a shloka which we do. So before we touch the ground, because the earth is taking the weight, the body weight of all the people in this world. So, we used to bend down and touch Mother Earth, and we used to, and thereafter, like a dog stretches itself. the dog stretches itself. So similarly, we also have to stretch our body. So that how do we stretch our body is, I mean, Surya Namaskar is just another pattern of yoga. So there are 12 steps to follow, and it energizes you. The entire, so much of oxygen goes inside. Well, the word Surya Namaskara occupies a lot of things. It covers a lot of things. Early in the morning, rising sun, when the oxygen flows the most, when people are at peace, everybody is at home, not many traffic and engines are on the road. In that peaceful moment, in that blissful moment, in that serene environment, you just settle down, think for a couple of minutes about yourself, and just try to do that stretching to yourself. So you are bending and opening up the entire all parts of your body, right? And you are also being showing a sense of gratitude to this Mother Earth, to this environment, that yes, this is how we begin our day. So with these values, with these things, I grew up as a child, and this is the value which I try to give not only to my children. I've also, being an educator, try to spread it out everywhere, every single day, even at this age, at the middle age. I feel that agility comes to us through this. There are many other forms of exercises, whichever you choose for yourself. When we talk about good health and well-being, it's very important to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes to yourself as you begin the day and as you close the day. Now, in both right. So as you close, let me complete about as you begin the day. So you're planning what you're going to do today. You are talking to yourself. There's so much of intra talk which is happening. You are making a lot of sense to all yourself. You're telling that you are a worthy person. You look yourself in the, I'm going to tell you a small little story immediately after that. And similarly, when you close your day, you ponder how you've spent your day. You just do not glue in the television and sleep and just fall down sleeping. It's very important that you ponder how these 24 hours were spent, or 12 hours were spent, or whatever time was spent. Was it worth it? Were they well spent? Could you contribute to others and yourself? Could you make some sense? Was your day better than the previous one? Right. So all these things. Now, I said, I'm going to tell you a small little story. So this small little story is about a girl, and I have always remembered this story throughout my life, every single day. So now this child was an orphan child and used to live in an orphanage. And everybody said that this girl is a useless girl, because the moment you speak to her, she spurts out all nonsensical things. The girl kept growing with this, that everybody knows that I am useless and I can easily abuse anybody. So nobody used to tread near her. So one such day, there was the change of administration which happened, and the head there's a new head over there, the organization. And as the girl was walking in the corridor, I mean, when the handing taking over happened, everybody sounded this head of the organization, stay away from this girl. We are waiting for her to get 18. Once she completes her 18 years of age, she's going to move out of this orphanage and we are going to get rid of her. So this girl was somewhere around 14 years of age and there were still 4 more years to go. So this head of the organization tried doing something. So one day this girl was walking in the corridor, and from somewhere the sound says, please stop. There is a mirror right in front of you. Watch yourself from top to bottom. And this girl turned around and said, who the hell is trying to speak to me? Come in front if you have, dare if you, and such words. Next day, again, as the girl walked in the corridor, the same sound came. And this continued for near to 30 days. And every 30 days, and every single day, the girl shouted back. For 2 days, the voice did not come. The girl was anticipating that the voice will be coming when she's going to walk in the corridor. After 2 days, the voice again came, you missed me for 2 days. I request you to take a pause, and there is a mirror right there in front of you. Look yourself from top to bottom, from head to toe. Now, somehow after these 32, 33 days, the girl said, okay, there is a voice. How does it matter? At least let me look myself in the mirror. So the girl went and stood in front of, in that corridor, there was a full, human size mirror. So she stood in front of that mirror and she looked herself from top to bottom. And the moment she looked at herself from top to bottom, the same voice came again. Look at yourself and tell yourself, God does not make junk. The moment she heard this, that she turned around and she said, who are you to tell me? She said, and the voice stopped. The voice didn't come. The girl ran away from there. Next day, the voice didn't come. The other day, the voice didn't come. After 5 days, the girl herself took a pause in front of that mirror, and she looked herself from top to bottom. That voice was waiting for her, for this action to happen. And that voice said, yes, you are not a junk. You have a lot of quality in you. If you are ready, I'm there to talk to you. And the girl broke out. She started crying. And she said, I'm ready to talk. Right? And that was well-being. The head of the organization walked up to her. Just see the effort of all those sustained 45 to 46 days. And she went up to that girl and she said, you are not a junk. You have a lot of quality. If people do not understand, let us do some things which will make them understand what is the quality you have in you. So it's very important for all of us to understand. Today, there is a time constraint. I would have loved to talk more, and I would have loved to talk more about good health and well-being. But I think this story of that little girl and that educator who could change not one life, but many lives thereafter. So that is the power of having a good mental, physical, and emotional health. With this, if I get an opportunity to talk more, I would. Thank you so much, Dr. Aliza, and thank you so much, IIU Global University, to have given me this chance. Thank you so much.
Come on now, let's give it up. I'm telling you all, we are blessed. Dr. Sapna, that was amazing. Practical tips and tools. Now, every one of us if we know now that when we get up, the one thing we're going to do is what? Spend 15 minutes with ourselves in the morning. When you get off the bed, touch your toes. If you don't do yoga like some of us, at least touch your toes and then get up and inhale. Then at the end of the day, spend 15 minutes with yourself. You just walk away with something that will extend your life and enrich your mobility. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Sapna. That was so practical. And remember, God does not make junk. So thank you again. And I know you all are doing an incredible job listening. I tell you, in the US, conferences like these cost thousands, especially when you put the word health and wellness in it. Thousands of dollars we spend. And to get the caliber of speakers, thousands of dollars are paid to be able to learn. So keep the message being shared. If you can come online, camera, turn it on. We'd love to see your smiling face. Right now, we're going to pause from our speakers for a minute, and we want to share with you the exciting courses that are provided here at IIU. As we said, 195 countries across the globe. And so I'm going to ask Dr. Prashi, who is helping me today, to put the video on for us so we can observe learn about the courses that are provided to us through IIU. Right, she's working on it. So let's put in the chat. How are you all feeling? Let's just check in. This is something that we've been advised by our speakers, is to check in on each other. First, check yourself, then check in. Just type one word. How are you feeling? Dr. Emmons says he is enjoying the conference. It's a great conference. Thank you. I believe so. Very energized. Thanks, Chibi. Come on, I'm very pleasant. I'm seeing that. Kevin says blessed. Kayani says very pleasant. All right, great and well inspirational. Well, you guys know I'm excited. Okay, Dr. Prashi, when you're ready, please go ahead with the video. And we're getting greetings from Dr. Seema. Optimistic and happy. Thank you. Very exciting. Highly motivated. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, keep the comments rolling as well. Yes, it is. More grace and blessings from Dr. Charles. Time well spent. Yes, it is. All right. Keep them going as we watch our video. Thank you.
When you think about university, you think of a building, books in the library, classrooms, students roaming around, teachers, and a huge fees to get admission. Imagine a university which is not fixed at one place, where students can study at their own ease, at their desired locations, where the curriculum is updated with the technological changes and focus on the true things which matter in life. The university which focuses on developing mindset. The university which develops skills. We are talking about the contemporary education mechanism, the virtual university. International Internship University believes in inspiring, inventing, igniting young minds, cultivating excellence in every student by enabling accessible education at their own ease through virtual internships. Virtual internships act as a gateway to a world of knowledge application that was previously held behind closed doors for the fresh graduates. The ability to meet, speak, work, and collaborate with industry professionals from a diverse range of fields, such as engineering, business management, humanitarian fields, and much more, delivers insights that the students can foster for a lifetime. It bridges the ever so glaring gap between the demands of the corporate world and the pride of academia. We invite applications for PhD, Doctorate in Literature, Doctorate in Science, LLD honors degree from experienced personnel in various disciplines who have rich experience in their respective fields. The program is offered only to a select group of accomplished individuals. As a professional, a degree or additional degree will allow you to make a greater impact. The expedient way of showing the world your knowledge, abilities, experience, and talents is with your degree and use of your titles.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Stay informed with us and please share the message about the courses that are offered at IIU. Join us to completely change the way education has been accessible and the quality of educations and educators that will be leading the future. So we're going to move right on ahead with our incredible group of speakers. We are going to hear from our dear Pallavi Mishra from India. She has a Master of Arts in English Literature, also the principal of Oak Ridge International School in Bengaluru, India. She is an IB evaluation leader and has successfully spearheaded the authorization process for all 3 IB programs, establishing the first IB continuing school in Nadu. She is the founding principal. We welcome our dear Pallavi Mishra. If you're here, please enlighten us with your knowledge. Pallavi, okay, she's not here right now, so we're going to go into Kadir Sherian P from India. Are you here?
Yes, Dr. Alicia, I am in. Yeah.
Absolutely welcome. I'm going to read a bit of your profile. Masters of Science in Physics, Bachelors of Science in Education, Deputy Director of Velamal New Gen School South, currently in the capacity of Deputy Director, and also has 24 years of teaching in matriculation board and 16 years of experience in capacity as a principal, 4 years of experience working as vice principal. We welcome you, and please enlighten us with your knowledge, Dr. Kadir. I said that. Kadir. Is that okay? Kadir, because that's
absolutely fine. I'm called Kadir Raisin, and to make it as simple as that, you call me Kadir. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Alisha, for that wonderful introduction, and blessed to be on this platform with elite speakers. Thank you, Iiu, for providing me this opportunity to speak on this relevant topic, the SDG Sustainable Development Goal, which is the good health and well-being. Yes, it's a point of time where we need to have self introspection of our own self. When we all came into this heavenly earth, we were blessed with a body. That's what is a gift of the God, but we never came with a software that needed to be upgraded and updated regularly, unlike the gadgets and the machineries which have an annual maintenance. And now for not having maintained, for not having focused on our own well-being and good health, I would only blame on our priority setting. Why is that we have all these goals now? People have their own priorities now, much above. They think the good health and the well-being are not the primary, they are the secondary. Right. I've been an educator for almost 2 decades, and I have seen this kind of transition from one generation to the other. The good health and well-being are, it's a kind of thread connecting all the physical, mental, emotional, and the social well-being of an individual. When we talk about physical, you know, we cannot change the race. You have enough beauty parlors going in for getting your skin glow, all those things, but that is not what it means. The physical being is the kind of weight, the kind of flexibility, the kind of height, all those need to be proportionate. And then you say, and like Dr. Sapna said, if you can just bend down and then touch the ground, that's a sign of being a physically well-being. Okay. Physically well-being also doesn't just, it all starts with your intake. We only need to eat for living, but I've seen people living to eat. There are a lot of difference between living to eat and eating to live. They live just for the sake of eating. Whatever favorite kind of platters they have, they stuff in. That's not what is the right quantity, what is the right kind of proportions you need to take in is more important than anything else. Now, having taken that, you need to understand the internal process. You cannot just eat and then lie down. You need to have enough exercise, and you need to grow stronger physically. And these will be happening only by regular exercises, and it does not stop with eating and exercising our body. You need to equally focus on your habits, the sleep. If you're not going to have enough sleep, then you're not physically good enough. So you These days, we depend more on kind of junk foods, but it's always safer to be on the organic foods, as I could see many of them doing it on the chat box. Physical being is one of the status for the good health and well-being, but we also have the mental health, we have the emotional health, we have the social health. All of them need to be well balanced for maintaining. I quote in when I get into the social well-being, or more so if I'm going to talk about the social well-being of a child, because I'm more into the education of the children. No child is now interested in getting to know their friends better. Rather, they love sitting idle. And if not idle, give them a gadget, and that is the best friend a child can have, which is not a good sign, which obviously means that child is not going to cope with any change in the environment. Okay. The social being does not only mean or focus to be with others, it also comes with a lot of other packages like the tolerance and getting connected with people, the right kind of conversations. All these things add on to the social being, giving due respect to the peer group or whatever group they are interacting with. When we talk about emotional sense, we also need to have our own kind of hobbies set, spend some kind of stipulated time for getting harnessed those hobbies, which will give you a right approach towards the well-being or the good health, what we have been talking. And more so is the mental health, which all of them have spoken about. The right positive kind of attitude for us to move forward is what is all this mental health about. I'm very glad and proud that India has in its origination the yoga practices, which gives us the alongside the physical being, it also helps them develop a right kind of attitude, the mind development, and the kind of mental structure for ourselves. I believe we will have to set this to reach all these things by 2030. We will have to have an equal balance as a priority number one in everyone's life. Have a self-discipline and simply follow. Otherwise, I am also aware that for all kind of illness, people have to go to the hospital, but these are the times where everybody is scared of going to an hospital for the kind of pandemic coming across the globe. It is the right kind of balance. It help us put up our good health and well-being. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's wonderful meeting all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kadir. You've been a blessing to us. Thank you for reminding us that we get this body and we don't have software to update it. So we have to keep updating our software ourselves by taking good care of our bodies and teaching the young people and children how to do so as well. Please give him a virtual round of applause.
Alicia, can we ask something, Dr. Kadir? Can we ask him something?
Sure. Please go ahead.
Yes,
Nada.
we must ask our speakers. We must interact with them. So, Dr. Kadir, It's my pleasure to meet you, to have you here in our communication before the conference. I read a lot of you. I see that you write many science work and listen today your speech. Please, can you give us from the side of science advice for good health? Now I'm not thinking about nutrition. I'm not thinking about the healthy food, but did you have something from the science side to give us advice? Dr. Kadir, do you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am. Can you please repeat the question once again?
Please, can you give us an advice according to today to our SDG goal 3 for good health and well-being from the side of science? Is there anything?
Your voice
Is
is
there
breaking.
anything
I couldn't
what
get the last
you
word.
are researching?
Dr. Alisa, could you please help me? I couldn't get the last few words because it was breaking. The voice was breaking. What exactly is the question?
She's asking if you can give us from the health and sciences perspective how we can take care of our health and well-being. Am I right, Nada?
Yes, you are right. Yes.
That's great, Tada. Thank you for that question. You know, from the educator's perspective, I think we will have to focus or bring in an awareness to the children, to the student community on the importance of what is the intake. It is obvious reasons children get attracted to something which is colorful, even without knowing the taste of it. So they will have to know what is the right stuff. They should not be influenced. You know, there are a lot of marketing strategies around to attract the customers. We will have to make them aware of choose the right kind of food. Even at schools, we do take the children down to a field trip to a kind of marketing place. Check how do you choose the foodstuffs you buy. How to check? Probably the manufacturing date, the expiry date. If all those things would be fine if it's a packed food, but when it's come to fresh food, how do you really choose a kind of onion or a tomato, which are more common in India? How do you really choose what are the good ones? We do take them on a regular field trips and then make them aware these are healthy foods for yourself. If you're going to focus on this, if you eat these kind of balanced diets, you will have a good kind of you will have a good kind of physical being, which will also move you towards a better kind of person, socially, emotionally, and mentally.
Thank you.
Did I answer, Nada?
Yes, yeah. I just waiting that answer. Thank you very much. It's our pleasure to have you as a great speaker. So, Alicia, you can continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again. Thank you, Nada, for that question. If anyone else has a question, please go ahead. I don't want to rob you of that opportunity. Even for Dr. Sapna. All righty. If not, we will move right ahead. And before I read profiles, I'm going to make sure that we're here. So I'm looking for Joy-T Daya. Are you here with us, Joy-T?
I am there. I'm there.
Awesome and welcome. I'm going to go ahead and let you all know that she is the Master of Science and Master of Business Administration, and she is the principal of Day Public School in spare the bad. Please go ahead and enlighten us with your knowledge on living well and being well.
Thank you so much. Greetings to everybody out here. And thanks to IIU for doing such a great job. Nada, thank you for having all of us here. Dr. Aliza, you're amazing. You are connecting all the beats so beautifully that I mean, all of us are enjoying the sharing of knowledge, sharing of experiences, and our own thought processes. So I've heard Dr. Sapna many times, and I'm a great admirer of hers. So here I would be talking about what exactly we are looking at. So many speakers have spoken about what exactly well-being and health means. So here I feel that I would not be touching on those points, but would like to share what I personally feel and how am I practicing it in my professional as well as personal life. See, when we talk about health and well-being, we expect our body to be free from any kind of ailments of body of any age group, whether it's a newborn baby to growing infant to a toddler who's coming to school. Then you have got a middle age, your adolescent age group, then college, people of our age group and our elders. So what is more important is to ensure that we are physically fit. When I say fit means that we are able to execute our day-to-day activities without any hassle. There is no problem in our execution of whatever responsibilities we have and whatever daily course that we do. So that is first. Second is that when we wake up in the morning, the feeling should be, wow, we have a great day to start. So we should look forward for the day. So that indicates our mental well-being, that we are a happy people. We know that there are challenges, but we are looking forward to handle them with ease, with intelligence, and ensure that we get what we want. Third, when we, if I talk about a kid, and today's time, if I say looking forward to go to school, it might not be right, because pandemic has changed the scenario. Pandemic has changed that feel-good factor of students going to school and meeting their friends and sharing about all the lively things and their own dreams. So that has that I cannot say, but still virtually the children are meeting, and there has to be a factor where we have something to share. And when I say something to share, I'll just quote one little example in this, that if I talk about my age group, all right. So when I'm waking up, I know, oh, wow, I have got to go for work. I have to meet my colleagues and I have a nice thing to share. Oh, wow, I'm good. How are you doing? What you did last night? So how's the taste buds doing? So these little small gestures, they basically pump up your happy hormones and result you in becoming psychologically strong. When we say psychologically strong, we have to do a lot of hand holding. It is pandemic time. Things have become very, very, for the first time, people have started taking notice of the importance of good health. Sustainable development goals have been there. People have been speaking a lot about it. But how many of us paid, that attention to it? Most of us means I'm talking about all age groups. So most of us have taken things for granted. We have been running around more for the materialistic things, more about your, those kind of spaces where everything happens at the touch of a click of a button. So we have been actually going in a negative direction when it comes to good health. Pandemic taught us that sustainable development goals, they carry a meaning. They carry a meaning, they carry value. This particular era, this particular time has, moved us to that corner where we need to think about the importance of we being healthy, happy, and we are able to sustain that goodness in life, and because of which we are able to spread that goodness, we are able to spread that importance of being healthy, that how come it is so important. Hand holding is needed, because if we are healthy, then only we can help others. Otherwise, it becomes a very, very difficult situation. I belong to a country where the health situation is at a very, very different trajectory. We have small children who do not get proper food. They do not get medical facilities. So those children, they are actually experiencing malnutrition, no education. So they are the ones who really need the most. Then we have a second category where children are able to get all whatever is desired for them, but not able to understand its importance and use it accordingly or expedite that. And third category is God has given them everything, and yet the health doesn't smile at them. So this kind of variation needs to be addressed. And I think we as educators have got great responsibilities on our shoulders, that we have to ensure that to whichever community, whichever strata we cater to, we have to ensure that we help our society, we help our students, their parents, and all these stakeholders that come across our in our contact, that we ensure them good health, vibrance, happiness, and self-esteem. Dr. Sapna gave a very, very good story. I simply loved it, and I was just getting a feeling that, oh, Dr. Sapna is speaking my words. That was so beautifully explained. That indicated self-esteem. It is so easy to destroy anybody's self-esteem. If you keep on saying somebody that you're not worth, definitely the feeling will sink in. So it is very, very important that we keep the self-esteem of every individual alive. Help them to understand the importance of human life, that we are very blessed that we are humans. We are very blessed that we have people around us to help us out. And we also need to own that responsibility to be healthy ourselves and ensure good practices to keep the society very, very healthy, happy, and vibrant. And what are the responsibilities I'm talking about? The responsibility is that when we are talking about school education, there is one word which we practice a lot: experiential learning. And here, when we talk about good health, the experiential learning plays a very, very important role. And let us, whatever we do, we need not to preach, but we need to practice that along with our students. Normally what happens, we have working parents. Mother, father, both are working. There are nuclear families. So what happens? The kind of morning breakfast the kids are having, it might not be appropriate. The kind of tiffin students bring it to the school in the normal times, it might not be having enough nutrients because parents are working. So it could be Maggie, it could be bread, it could be something which is insufficient. So we need to address to this situation that, okay, it is okay if parents are working, even we are working, but then we need to find a way out to provide a healthy, nutritious food to our children and ensure that their lifestyle is groomed in such a manner that they become responsible for themselves first, and then they move out to ensure that whosoever are their friends, they are also able to enjoy a healthier life. Physical fitness is very, very important. There are many countries, I think for USA, I can say that it is mandatory for all the school students to have at least 1.5 hours of physical exercise every day. So when we are practicing physical well-being, we are having good meal. We are being hand-holded by the parents and the teachers. I think we will be able to create a healthier society than what it is right now. People are aware about the importance of good health. People know about that we have to ensure self-esteem of people around us also, but it is hardly practiced. So we have to ensure that we take a very, very good and a balanced combination of education, humanity, friendship. I give a lot of importance to friendship. Dr. Sapna is a friend of mine. She's a digital friend of mine, right? And now Dr. Aliza has also become my friend. So friends, they make a lot of difference. They can take you to heights. Even if someone may, let us say there is a teacher who is not giving you the right direction, but if you have good friends around you, your direction will not be diverted. You will be able to move to the right direction. So it is basically all of us need to go together. All of us need to come together and ensure that wherever we live and whatever number of people we come across, let us do our bit. Let us ensure the holistic surrounding around us, giving a very, very happy moment to everybody, that let us celebrate life, let us celebrate good health, and let us celebrate humanity on top. And thank you very much for having me here. I think I was just counting, my time is about to get over. So finally, I would like to express my gratitude to all the wonderful people out here. It has been great learning. And Nada, please keep organizing such great interactions. It's a learning. It is a learning out of syllabus, but it is actually the syllabus. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Ms. Jyoti. What a pleasure. Please give her a round of applause and some
Big
love in the
applause,
chat box.
Professor Jyoti. Happy to have
Yes.
you here. Waiting you soon, very, very soon. So we have a new conference. The registration are starting, and please join the group registered for September 5 to 9. The first conference, Iiu of climate change.
Thank
All
you,
of you
Shirley.
here today, please feel free to register right now. Alice, you can continue. So if
Now that
anybody has questions to Professor Jyoti, it will be great, because she will help us, and we will share our knowledge. We will learn many new things. Be free, everybody, write in the chat, or after said, I have a question, please. This is a interactive session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our dear fearless leader, Nada. And again, if you have questions, you can raise your virtual hand, and I will definitely, and Nada will be helping me to look out for those hands so we can get your questions. Sorry, we're here to put our minds and brains and intellect together to go forth and impact the world to achieve these goals by or before 2030. All right, so if no one has a question, we're going to move over to our next speaker. Is Sahil Trivedi here?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you. I think I saw you out there. I'm going to tell you that Sahil is, she has a bachelor's in science and a master of arts in English, a master of science in psychology, a bachelor's in education, a master's in education, and she is a life coach, clinical psychologist right here at IIU, our very own. Please take the stage and enlighten us with your knowledge on this goal. We welcome you.
Namaskar. Good evening, everyone. Greeting of the day. Thank you so much, IIU University, Dr. Roshni Lal ma'am and Dr. Piyush Pandit sir, to give me this honor and the opportunity to speak on this platform, Good Health and Well-Being. I'm so happy to hear each and every speaker when we are talking about, as a psychologist, when I'm listening all the speakers speaking about mental health, it's my immense pleasure to hear everyone. You know, mental health and physical health are connected with each other, and the root of each and every disease is not being mentally fit. 90% of people, as researchers say, that 90% of people are facing mental health issues like anxiety, stress, depression, and many things. Because life is being so fast, we are facing so many anxiety, depression issues. So how to deal with mental health and how to be physically and mentally fit? I'll give you only 5 points in next 2 minutes. First thing, we have to follow our normal routine. Normal routine, it means regularly whatever we are doing on the same time. Second thing, regular exercise, yoga. You know, our body and minds are like machine. We have to use our mind and body, otherwise they will get rusted in the sense like we will get the disease of blockage of nerves in number of in India. Every fifth person after the age of 55, they are getting the problem of uh, blocked nerves. And other thing is that if we will not use mind, then it will also get rusted. We will not get we will not learn new things, and so the body and mind should be used regularly. And one of the our speakers said that we have to be do the touch the feet of earth when we wake up. It is taught to me also by my father from childhood. First we used to thank like this to the god that we are on the earth. Secondly, we used to thank to the earth, touch the earth, that we are standing you on you and we are putting our body weight on you. So thank you so much for accepting us and tolerating the weight of our body. Other thing is that when we move ahead, I will say we must always thanks universe and everyone around us who are cooperating us, helping us, and so that you will not be in Hindi we'll say the qarzdar of any people. We will not have if we will keep thanking, like we thank our gurus that they taught us, like we thank our parents that they are giving they gave us birth, and like we thank each other. So we must keep on thinking each and every person around us for giving us and supporting us, helping us. Like I have thanked in the starting IIU University and the organizers to give me this stage. Next thing I would like to say, always create a positive or a positive environment. You know, this life is full struggling. We every stage and every step of life, we learn new things. And when we learn new things, we get we have to struggle and we have to face new challenges daily. And when we face new challenges, we will learn new things. Today I am telling you my experiences of life as a life coach and psychologist, and I'm learning a lot from different speakers. So I would like to say that this complete life is for learning, and each and every one of us starts learning from the mother's womb to till the deathbed. And at the last stage of our life, when we are on the deathbed, we think that lots of things we missed in our life, lots of opportunities in our life we missed, and we were not able to organize them properly. Try to keep yourself self-disciplined, keep yourself self-organized. This will keep you mentally healthy and fit. And if you will the last thing I would like to say, if you will allow your children to make their livelihoods in future towards their hobbies and their liking things, then they will not face that much of mental health issues. Because when I'm earning my livelihood, like I as a life coach, this is my dream and goal to learn the human behavior, teach the human, learning from the human behavior. And I'm learning from my childhood to I am learning from each and sometimes I learn from my child, sometimes I learn from my students, sometimes I learn from my colleagues. When you will in Sanskrit there is a slok, I would explain here. Vidya dadati patratam dhanam apnoti dhanay tate sukam. Like I will explain it in English. The thing is that if by the knowledge you will get you will become like a bowl to receive the things, and if you will receive the things, then you will be more stronger. and when you will have a command on each and every aspect of life. So I would like to thank everyone, and it's my gratitude to IIU University and the organizers. Thank you so much. I'm learning a lot from this platform of 17 days SDGs. Thank you so much again to Piyush Pandit sir and IIU University for giving me this golden opportunity and giving me this platform.
Thank you, Sahil. Let's give her a round of applause. Do we have any questions for her? We appreciate you reminding us to completely take care of ourselves holistically. Once again, I hope you all are picking up on the theme that we're encouraged to do. First yourself and then take care of others. Any questions? All right, I don't see any questions. We are going to move. Someone unmute for a question? All right, I don't think we had a great connection. Can you type it in the box and we can ask it for you? Because your connection was not coming through.
Are you talking to me?
I was waiting for someone asking a question, but I guess they don't have one. Thanks, Sahil.
Yeah.
We'll just keep checking the box and then we can always revert to it.
Okay.
Thank you so much again for your wonderful presentation. Now we have Pretty Ratua. Are you here? Pretty? No? Is Kalvinda here? Kalvinda Kaur? Not yet. How about Ekta Abrol? All righty. And is Dr. Darna here right now? Dr. Darna Bhardwaj?
Hello.
Awesome. Welcome. I'm going to tell you all that Dr. Darna is a doctorate in psychology, and she's also the director of Pretty Luminaires PVT Limited, and she is from India. Please take the microphone and share with us your knowledge on good health and well-being. We're so happy to have you. Are you there, Dr. Darna?
I think Kovinder is trying to say that she's here now. Dr. Alyssa?
I just saw that. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Are you ready, Dr. Kovinda?
Yeah, yeah. But I won't be able to switch on my video because my phone is not, working. I mean, the battery is very low. So can I just speak?
Sure. And Dr. Kalvinda is also a Master of Arts in English and a Bachelor's in Education, the principal of Guru Harikrishna Public School in Tilak Nagar. Thank you, and please go ahead.
First of all, I'd just like to thank all of you for this excellent opportunity. And best part is creating awareness. For all the ills of society, the only universal panacea is that awareness should be created, and we should be able to, think on that, what problems are coming and how to sort out that problem when the awareness is created. So that is first thing which I find that you have really set the ball rolling by involving so many of us in your project, and that is why we are all here with, on one platform, and we are trying to talk and discuss SDGs. So healthy life and well-being. I think everybody wants that we should have a healthy life. We should be, well-being should be there. But, and especially this Corona and pandemic has really challenged all of us, that this challenge has been very, very huge. How to and this has also made us aware. Like I was listening to all the resource persons before me, and they have very well projected and very well explained that how we all need to go back to our traditional values, our heritage, the how Indian, especially culture, has a lot of material and a lot of rich this thing contribution can be made, because we are basically having that the stress of the yoga, especially, that was one this thing. Yoga is something which is an answer to so many problems, and it is a sustainable goal, because we do not have to spend much on this. Especially nowadays, what is happening is people are, wanting health, and they are running to parlors, they are running to saloons, they are going to gym. Okay, that's fine, I agree. But at the same time, I believe that we need something, there's scientific science behind this, which can help us, that how and what should be the method by which we can have our good health and mental well-being. A balanced this thing life can be promoted without getting into a lot of hype. So that is what I think. This mental health and physical health, they go hand in hand at the same time. So all we have to do is, let us go become very simple. I believe that let's go simple rather than going into complicated way of life and trying to find out. The solution is very simple, and the problem is a complicated problem, but the solution is simple. The well-being lies with us. How we can promote, if we are healthy and we are mentally and physically, I mean, there has to be a certain way lifestyle behind it, because most of the diseases are not diseases which it may be genetic or it may be there, but mostly what I believe is it is because of our lifestyle. So they are lifestyle induced diseases. And I'm very, very strong promoter of yoga. So I'll just
I think her battery probably
life
died.
where people
There you
do
are.
not stop and take time for themselves. This is really damaging all of us. And due to the more entertainment and alternatives which are accessible to all of us, what has happening, we are staying indoors. Even in this pandemic for 2 years, almost the lockdown, we realize how we are missing the outdoors. And I think that is where yoga came in as a very, very big help, because being indoors, not requiring a lot of space and not requiring a lot of equipments, it is accessible, easily available, and easily everybody of all ages, because the topic was, I think, well-being at all ages. So even a small child to a 80-year-old person can do Kapalbhati, can do breathing exercises, and they can get the benefit of their health by resorting to these practices. So this is what I believe, that although having good food is good, it is very, very important, but again this pandemic has taught us the value of having simple food. The fast food has really been eliminated, because the people realize that having good immunity it can only be developed when we have good food. And good food is the simple food which we normally were not, we were just doing away with, and we were going to the, mostly for these, ordering from outside and having fast food, especially the youngsters. And now I think everybody has realized that how our family meal, how it is, why it is so important, why is doing some simple exercises very important, why is slowing down and just being very thoughtful and peaceful, it is important. And again, I think one of the speakers said that now we are no more, the family was together. I think after years, probably during this pandemic and during the lockdown, probably many families sat down together on a table to have meals together, to pray for each other, to ask for the well-being for each other. There was a disconnect between the parents and the children also. There was a disconnect between the elders and the parents also. There's so many things that happened because we were so busy all the time previously. But I mean, that way I'm just trying to see how the pandemic has brought out a little positivity in spite of so much of disaster happening everywhere, and how we realize that to have a physical and mental health, and to promote this health and to ensure that everybody is healthy, how it is very important. The immunity has to be strengthened, it has to be maintained, and for this we need, to go back to our roots, to go back to our culture, to learn from what the previous, what our heritage is already there. It is there in our heritage, and which we probably forgot in this mad rat race of just going somewhere, trying to become something, trying to reach out, right? So and what was it? The consequences were the mental health, mental disorders, anxiety, insomnia, so many problems the individual was suffering, and they were intervening the daily living, and it was causing a great misery. I think many people realized, and I mean, they would, that is what I don't know. It's my very personal opinion. I am not sure whether many people would agree with me, because people are not very in favor of this lockdown. But what is it? I feel there are two sides of every coin, and every thing, whether it is negative, but it has some positive aspects also. So I was reflecting on that, how, at least for my personal opinion, I and my family, we became very health conscious. We became very yoga conscious. We started resorting to having those herbs which we had neglected for so long, and this small things like black pepper and haldi and all these things, which were okay part of it, but we didn't realize they can be lifesavers. So this is it, and I think this I would like to thank you, Iiu-Sattva, for this organizing this, creating this platform, joining so many of us on this, and giving us a chance so that we can interact and talk to each other and listen to each other and share our experiences. I think the experiences which matter, and that is why I believe that, accolades to you, all the learned speakers have spoken so well, and I'm dealing with children. So with that perspective, at least my children have really benefited a lot, very benefited. And I thank you so much. And I'm sure that I will continue participating and listening to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Awesome. We thank you for sharing with us your health conscious awareness advice. I see Abdul, you have your hand raised, and Sahid, do you have a question? Sahid, do you have a question for our speaker? Thank you so much. If you can go ahead and unmute yourself. I'm also checking the chat. Don't see any other questions coming through. So now I want to take a moment as Dr. Prashi gets ready our video on accreditation to tell you that all of us have some point in our life, whether it's in kindergarten or elementary or even high school, that one teacher that just made us feel like everything that's going to be all right. Whatever he or she said to you, it was engraved in the stones of your heart. And unknowingly, that one teacher made the difference in your life. That one teacher or that figure that leads you closer to your future. Now, if you think about it, teachers are some of the most important professionals that we have in the world. I myself started out my career as a teacher and moved into education administration. So with that in mind, IIU has put forward the teacher accreditation courses and program. And you can take advantage of this opportunity or invite your friends to become a globally recognized teacher. All teachers present here today can represent their country on an international level. Global teachers will get 1 year training from IIU. The global teacher recognition is not only for lead personality development, but training of the teachers for international level skills development and sound knowledge of technology used around the globe, but will also lead you to viable earnings through all of the developments that would be coming forward. As you know, the world is just moving forward when it comes to technology. So I just want to add to this that a great teacher always make a great nation. I personally have a motto that as a teacher, I am molding a brighter and better tomorrow. So please go ahead on the website and get yourself in line or invite the teachers that you know to become globally accredited by IIU's teacher accreditation program. I'm going to ask Dr. Parshi to go ahead and play that video to give us a bit more insight on the program.
We are the change. We are IIU. Are you a K-12 school offering a top quality education? Are your students getting global exposure? Is experiential learning and innovation a part of your curriculum? Are your teachers internationally certified educators? Are you able to identify your learners' potential and expose them to compete globally? If the above questions do not sound optimist, then the clock has struck to get accredited and affiliated by IIU. You think of strategies, training, competitions, we offer it. You want to interact with an expert team of educators, we possess it. You want to be exposed to learning at a global platform. If yes, you have embarked at the right destination. IIU's International School Accreditation Board. Let's put some light over accreditation, what it is. Why do we need it? Simply put, accreditation is value. In today's challenging world, it is extremely important that institutes or schools be accredited and approved with the institutes, meet certain standards. Accreditation assures employers that the graduates of an accredited institute are ready to face challenges and rigors of the modern world. The students who graduate from accredited institutes and schools have access to enhanced opportunities and employment and global mobility. IIU accreditation affiliation has no bars for any boards like state boards, CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, IB. IIU accreditation affiliation has created an arena for learners across the various countries and continents throughout the globe. What are you waiting for? Apply now. IIU's International School Accreditation Board.
Awesome. Thank you. How exciting it is. And I want to encourage you, even if you're an education leader, to get on board with this. Teachers are so important. As you know, with the pandemic, teachers across the globe became discouraged because they could not go in the classroom, ignite passion. As an education administrator in my professional life, I saw teachers come back with such resilience and made the best Zoom class or virtual classroom I have ever seen. Many days I was moved to tears. So get on board with the teacher accreditation, spread the word that IIU is offering that global teacher accreditation training and an impactful program. So we're going to move right ahead to our next speaker. Just one moment, please, as I skip my screens. Our next speaker is Ekta Abrol here with us. I'm going to check for Dr. Darna. Are you here? How about Dipati Jandayal? Dipti, are you here? All right, not at the moment. How about Dr. Parmad? I think I saw Dr. Parmad Kumar. Are you here, Dr. Parmad Kumar? Rajput? All right, moving right along. How about Rudy Salam from Indonesia? Are you here, Rudy? I see a hand raised. Ambassador Yagaraj, did you have a question? How about Professor Ragnath Parkal from India? Are you here with us? I'm going to ask Nada, can you hear me? I just want to make sure I'm coming through. It's so quiet.
We can hear you.
Yes, yes, we hear you. Yes,
We
we
hear
hear you.
I'm like, wait, did I freeze? Okay. What about Mrs. Vishali Kamat? Are you here, my dear? I know, that's funny. Laugh emojis.
We need that. We need
Nada.
that laughter dose. We need it.
Good evening,
Listen,
ma'am.
I
Good
will
evening,
laugh. I
ma'am.
laugh at myself all day because I get entertained by myself. Nada, then you're up, my dear friend. We're so happy to have you as a speaker. I'm going to go ahead and read your
Okay,
bio.
okay. Alisa, please.
Did I
Please
run
be.
over someone?
Alisa, do you hear me?
I can hear you, Nada.
Yes, please. Before I speak,
Yes,
I
my dear.
have here today 2 speakers who are not in our program, but they are here. That is always we have a surprise. So I will call first a beautiful, amazing, a young teacher, Meena G. from India. Meena, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Thank you, Meena. Thank you for coming. We are very honored to have you. Meena will present herself. Please tell few words about yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Indeed.
Welcome, Meena.
Very good evening to one and all. And I'm very grateful to everyone. My special thanks goes to Dr. Nada ma'am, Dr. Alisha ma'am, Dr. Iman ma'am, and everyone. And today my topic is food and health. Basically, I am teacher in VVDAV Public School, Vikaspur in New Delhi. And today I would like to say something about food and health. And this is very important topic and very relevant and need of the hour. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, as said by Gautam Buddha. So adolescents, youth, they are the backbone of society, but where their health is going, where everyone is running. So this is what I want to say. So they have the potential influence of future about economy. So, but due to evolution and because of severe acute pandemic, we are not at all paying attention to our health. But everybody wants health, because it is also said that health is the state of physical, mental, and social well-being. So fitness is important part of life. Then only we can excel in academic. Then only we can do something good for society. So health is the very prime concern for each one of us. So because of COVID-19, there are a lot of issues people have faced, especially in case of adolescents. As a teacher, what I have observed, lot of increased school dropouts, smartphone addictions, mobile addictions, mental health issues. Parents are unprepared to distance education, that are causing chaos and stress among adolescents and among the family, among the society. So that is causing lot of pain, and everyone is ignoring health. And what these impacts are having because of this? Because of this, what is happening? There are a lot of hormonal changes in the body. Basically, I am doing PhD in health sciences, so I just want to say that biological changes are taking place inside the body because of stress, because of anxiety, because of hormonal changes. So because of these things, we are only ignoring our health, and we are not at all paying attention to what is very essential. So mental health is also affected, lot of aggression, lot of anxiety. So let us now discuss and focus on the solution. So what we can do as a human being, what is the solution? So let us talk about that, because everyone is saying about this problem, that problem, that problem. But my focus is, what should I do as a teacher, as a mother? What should I do as a member of this society? So first thing is that we should address and recognize the fear and stress. We should know that where are the things lagging behind. We should teach and reinforce everyday preventive actions we should take. We should always encourage and never give up, that we should always take at least good care of our body. For example, simple things, little things like washing our hands frequently, use of sanitizer, social distancing, and mindful eating. Whatever we are eating, we should be very conscious, very alert. A proper diet chart should be there. This should not be whatever junk food we are having, Maggie, burger, chips. No, big no. But we should be very mindful eating, and we should keep our children and healthy when we will follow the things. If I change, my world will change. This is the main phenomenon of the life. Instead of preaching everyone, as a mother, as a teacher, what I cook will be helpful for everyone. So we should take that there are few examples that how we can keep our healthy by expressing our feelings, our thoughts, by writing diary, by writing poem, by writing short stories, so that we can express ourselves. So there won't be more stress, more tension, because of stress we are eating whatever is available. So but for that, we should sublime our stress in doing yogic practices, yoga, meditation, surya namaskars, and above all, we should talk about feelings and concerns with our close ones, our mother, our parents. Then comes, we should do something active every day. For example, we are conducting webinars, we are interacting internationally, so that we should connect with everyone, and we should keep a daily routine as much as possible. We should plan ahead of a balanced diet. We should plan for a day, that these are the things that I should eat, these are the things I should keep away. So these, everywhere we can see that if people are spending more time during online classes and everything, so we should keep a check that what we are eating, because it is rightly said, health is wealth. I took these references from www.who.int. So WHO website I visited, and I also took references from them, that what they want that people should be happy, healthy, fit and smiling. If we are happy, we are healthy, we will definitely spread happiness and smile across the world. And our smile will definitely bring the change that I definitely believe. So it's not about being the best, but it's being about better than yesterday. So every day make a goal that you are doing better, better, better. And the day will come, then you will become the best. By this, I just want to say, grateful from the grateful heart, I want to say big thank you to each one of you. Special thank you to Nada ma'am, special thank you to Dr. Alisa ma'am, Iman ma'am, and this wonderful organizing committee. And thanks to all the eminent speakers, participants, and listeners, and giving me the platform. God bless you all. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much. A
you.
big applause
Big
for
applause for
our
her.
Miss Mina.
Thank you.
Yes, we will have every day this kind of special guests, young teachers, young educators. So you must join us every day. Before my talk, I have also one speaker, one great speaker, and we will also hear it today. Dr. Iman A. from Egypt. Dr. Iman, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, my dear sister. I am very happy to be with you. Can you give me the chair? First of all, I need to thank Iiu. I am very happy to be after my sister Mina. She is most welcome also. Thanks for your great effort, Dr. Alisa, Dr. Nada, and all members in this great team. Really, your effort is highly appreciated. I need to share screen. Can you give me the right, please? Can you make me as co-host, please?
Yes, try now.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I think now I can share my screen. Because sharing my screen, I need to say the conclusion before saying for sharing my files, because I'm worried about time. I want to stick to the time frame. First of all, greetings from Egypt. This is Dr. Iman Alam from Faculty of Science, Al-Azhar University, Egypt. Thank you, Dr. Nada, for inviting me to be with you in this great platform. Let's start with conclusion. Biotechnology with all different colors is highly required. Merging biotechnology and nanotechnology is required also. Awareness about green life and green biotechnology is highly required. We need to fight disease by eco-friendly ways, starting from biocontrol of insect transmitted disease, reached to phytochemical products used in medication. IPR must be included in new drug discovery. Awareness about its appreciation is highly needed. Improving immunity is better than treatment. We need to focus on antioxidant agents in this regard. Toxicological studies must be appreciated. Improvement of production, making it easier. Exporting the raw materials, from my opinion, is a corruption. We need to produce drugs from its original country because it will cause great effort, profits to the original country, especially poor countries. Finally, active learning and the simplification of science and education of phytochemistry and biotechnology are highly required. But give me, please, I think I didn't finish my time. Give me a few minutes to share files just to introduce the contents of these files. Already I attached them via WhatsApp. So just only I'll highlight some points. The first file is talking about my screen is visible or not visible?
Not visible.
All right.
Not visible.
Okay. This photo is for me and some kids in Nigeria during the fighting malaria. I can't fight malaria because I have got malaria and I'm one victim of malaria during my visit, but it doesn't matter. We can do better when we have a love. By love, we can do everything. So biotechnology for people who are not biotechnology is the use of living organisms to make products or to run processes. Biotechnology is best known for its huge role in the field of medicine and in the field of food. We have different colors of biotechnology. We have red, we have green, we have blue, and we can combine all colors in the area of medicine. This is the first lecture or fit inside the chat. Also, we need to highlight the in vitro production of secondary metabolites. We have many advantages related to in vitro production. For example, we can produce it strongly without depending on season, weather, climate, diseases, and pests. Naturally occurring sources, especially in tropics and subtropics. There are many technical and someone is opening the mic. Can you close it, please? Production is labor intensive and therefore costs are high. There are many political. Sorry, there are many political instability, so you can't collect plants. For this reason, we need to focus on biotechnology. Okay, let's show some results related to production of antibacterial and antioxidant agents. I am running very fast, but I need to highlight some points. Okay, this is production of some secondary metabolites from some plants of Iiu-Isdgc to produce antibacterial agents. We can plant biotechnology. We can use it as a vital factor for the production of huge amount of pharmaceutics. In Egypt, there are many medicinal plants can produce many important pharmaceutics by the aid of plant biotechnology. Finally, great thanks for Allah for enabling me to do this lecture and for creating the science and scientists like you with highly listening ability and passion. Finally, I need to refer to the last file related to nano biotechnology. We need to combine biotechnology plus nanotechnology and production of pharmaceutical products. So I have a literature of review related to combining biotechnology and nanotechnology, so we can get nano biotechnology or bio-nanotechnology using green nanotechnology or green biotechnology or pharmaceutical biotechnology, and merging it with nanotechnology. We can produce many antibacterial agents, many antifungal agents and antioxidants and anti-cancer agents, and so on. We can produce many pharmaceutics and get the advantage of nanotechnology and the advantage of biotechnology, and we can maximize this advantage by transferring science from lab. As I said in 2 days ago in my lecture, we need to transfer the science from laboratories to be inside our life, to be engaged in our life. What is the advantage of nanotechnology in the area of plant culture? We can use it in service disinfection of explants. We can use it in callus production, so we can get huge amount of pharmaceutics from this calli. We can use it in genetic transformation and somaclonal variation, enhancement of secondary metabolites, and produce a huge amount of pharmaceutics.
Dr. Eman, you are talking so fast. very fast. It is great, but very fast. Please.
Because I need to stick to the time frame.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Please, little slowly, because everybody here couldn't understand all what you want to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
I need to say, if we merge biotechnology and nanotechnology to produce more phytochemicals of interest, we can eradicate many diseases. I need to say, we need to focus on biotechnology in all its different colors. Green biotechnology, red biotechnology, blue biotechnology can be a source of pharmaceutics, and we need to merge biotechnology and nanotechnology. We need to distribute awareness. We need to fight diseases by eco-friendly ways. Already I have some published results in different papers related to production of larvicidal agents from some medicinal plants. Larvicidal agents against the causative agent of malaria in Nigeria. I used some Egyptian plants. So we can use green plants to get green life. For this reason, I'm talking about phytochemistry, biotechnology, nanotechnology, and focus on IPR. We need to appreciate intellectual property rights in the area of drug discovery, because it will encourage production, it will encourage innovation, it will encourage productivity. So as you saw in such photo, for example, we have antibacterial agents using nanobiotechnology. Nanoparticles can be produced from callus of the plant. Callus is produced by biotechnology, and we can get great amount of phytochemicals which are active against some human pathogenic bacteria. So we need to use recent and modern sciences. We need to learn our students phytochemistry, because phytochemistry is our future. Natural plants, I know that Asia and Africa and many countries are rich with medicinal plants. We need to focus on medicinal plants, but we need to appreciate toxicological studies. This is my message, and this is my talk, and thanks for your attention. I'm very fast because I need to stick to the time, but thanks for giving me more time. Thank you, Nada. Thank you, Dr. Nada. Thank you, Dr. Alisa. Thanks for all respected team in IIU, and thanks for all great speakers before me and after me. Thank you very much, and greetings from Egypt. This is Iman Ali. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Iman, for your wonderful speech. Now, Alisa, over to you. Alisa, are you here?
I am muted. Thank you so much, Nada, and thank you.
Yes,
very
yes,
much,
I'm
Dr.
asking. But here in the chat, yes. I see.
So we have Dr. Darna came in.
Yes.
So I'm going to let her go before you, if that's all right, my dear friend.
Yes. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go ahead, please.
All right. A very good evening to one and all. Greetings of the day. I'm Dr. Dharna Bharadwaj, and I really thank IIU. I thank Dr. Nada. I thank Dr. Elisa and Mr. Piyush for providing this platform and initiating this wonderful conversation around holistic health and mental health in specific. So what I feel is, what I believe is, what mental health needs the most is the sunlight, more candor, more unashamed conversations. Also, I believe that the only journey is the journey within. We need to give ourselves the same care and attention which we give to others. And then we strive and bloom for sure. May I say also that we need to be more self-compassionate with ourselves so that we are able to be compassionate with others. Because empty lantern provides no light. As we also say, an empty cup, we cannot pour from an empty cup. And also I have noticed that when we are traveling anywhere, we have often noticed that especially when we are in the flight, there would be a flight attendant, the hostess, air hostess, she would say, please put on your mask in case that oxygen mask if there is an emergency. Why so? Because you need to help yourself first before helping anybody else. So this is the first thing which I would like to initiate during this conversation. We really need to help ourselves first before we can help anybody else. And also we say that healthy mind resides in a healthy body. And there is a beautiful connect between the mind, body, and soul. Especially in India, we have the practice of pranayam, yoga. And yoga, there is a beautiful prayer, a Sanskrit prayer, which I would like to just speak out. I would not recite maybe, but I would like to speak out this, which is Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukh Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This means let all be happy, let all be healthy, let all experience auspiciousness, let no one be suppressed or overwhelmed by grief. Om peace, peace, peace. So this is how we look at the health in our ancient practices and traditions. Also, we believe in India, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and the SDG, the goals which we are having, they also somewhere correlate to what we already believe in. So the same spirit is robed in. So I definitely believe that if we want to really take care of our mental health, we really need to take care of our physical health also. And yoga is a best practice wherein we can also give some food to our soul. So that is the best way to help ourselves stay healthy. Secondly, what I want to also emphasize is the stigma around the mental health. What I have seen in my practice is that there is a public stigma, there is an internalized stigma which a person feels who is coming to seek help. And even in organizations, I have seen that there would be 60% of the people who are suffering from mental health concerns. But however, despite of that, only 1/3 or maybe less than that would come and they would really talk to their employers about the same. That is the level of stigma which we have. And it is not only the stigma which is there in the workplace. Unfortunately, the same stigma I have seen is there in other areas also. Like I have worked with corporates and individual clients, also schools. I have seen school children also have the same tendency. The other children would, or maybe even in public, if we see, if somebody is coming to seek help, then the person is called a psycho. Or they are said, are you mad? Are you crazy? Why are you visiting the psychologist? Why are you going to a psychiatrist? Even the individual who is coming, they are so scared. I have also seen cases wherein the person before coming to the therapy came, on the telephone only, conversed and sought assurance, would my stuff be revealed? And I was very surprised. Why would a therapist reveal any confidential information about the therapist? About the client. And then the client told me that, ma'am, already I have suffered a lot because my personal information was revealed by my previous therapist as a chit chat or a tea time gossip with some distant cousin of his. And that was really disheartening. We really need to be very, very careful about the same. We really need to be mindful. As a therapist also, if we are not mindful, how can we talk about the general public stigma? Because there is a lot of stigma. As I already said, in the school settings also, children really require mental health support. But coming to a psychologist, whether it is a school student, whether it is somebody in our society, anybody, even the employees, sorry, they do not want to reveal their identity. I have seen many cases where I was initially not told about the identity of the client itself. And later on, when they had that, obviously in the first session itself, they were very happy and they could really relate, and they could able to open up. So we really need to be careful. What we should not labelize. What happens is we easily say that this person is suffering from, this person is depressed. The person is not depressed. The person is suffering from depression. We need to be careful about the language or the linguistics we use when we are conversing. So the support which we can give to these people around, and that is a truth in our present society, contemporary world. This is a VUCA world, very volatile, very complex, ambiguous. And the thing is that in the COVID times, the things have got really, really worse, especially the second wave. We really need to be very compassionate with people who are suffering right now. We need to give them constant support. And we have already seen, unfortunately, that in second wave, lot of loss was there in terms of, losing our loved ones. And there was a lot of panic. There were rise in the cases of anxiety, depression, panic, grief counseling, and trauma was there. So we really, really need to have that support system. In India, I'm very sure that in other cultures also, we have these rituals wherein when somebody, some loss is there, loss of life is there, we have rituals in the culture where people gather together and support each other. In COVID, we have learned that we are very lonely. We may have a lot of connects in our social media handles, but real connections, we really, I think we really miss the real connects. So I will emphasize on having some real good support system intact. If we do not have good friends, at least we should start having conversations around whatever we are feeling. We need, if we do not have friends, still we should, I'll be giving some tips at the end of my presentation, but I will here also emphasize that we should really express ourselves, our emotions to our friends or near or dear ones. Else we can also practice writing some journal for ourselves so that we can ease out the stress. As I said, that we live in the world where we do not have saber-toothed tiger anymore, for sure, but what we have is a lot of stress. And this stress, when piles up, leads to anxiety. At times it leads to panic. So what we need to do is really get into some self-care practices where we can help ourselves. And I'm very sure that many of my friends previously also, they have emphasized enough on how eating in a healthy way, practicing yoga, and doing all these mindful practices is gonna help them for sure. So I really emphasize upon the same thing, because the contemporary lifestyle full of junk food, and also we are a lot competitive now. Again, I will come back to India because I am really proud of the culture I belong to. We are a very pluralistic society. Togetherness is something which we really believe in. But now what is happening because of the way the life is, we are running into the metros and we are living very isolated lives. I would really emphasize again that if we can make those connects and be still in touch with our roots, it would be really, it would be great. Because earlier when we were in joint families, emotional safety was taken care of within in the family. Now we have no such networks or bonds where we can, look back to people within the family. And secondly, spiritual practices, it can be religious practice, it can be spiritual practice, but I really believe that connecting to some higher power greater than ourselves definitely helps us to stay grounded. And that is another beauty. And we can thrive collectively, we can use these best practices, because even in therapy, I have seen that whatever scriptures we believe in, it can be Gita, it can be Bible, it can be whatever religious scripture, even Quran, all these scriptures are having wisdom which is therapeutic. So definitely, because I'm a psychologist, psychotherapist, I believe in whatever practices we are following. Mindfulness still, again, because even Harvard Medical School has started its courses on mindfulness and cognitive practices. So I'll really emphasize that mindfulness just takes 2, 3, or maybe max 5 minutes. We should definitely inculcate these practices in our daily living. This would really help. And other than this, I would also like to give some tips now, which would really help in our day-to-day life. So as I've already said, the very first thing would be practicing gratitude. This again is an internationally researched thing, and we now know that if we are having simple, I am grateful for. I am grateful for whatever. It can be simply having fresh breeze or having rain today. It can be saying simply, eating the favorite food or ice cream today. So just before sleeping, or maybe when we are awake and we rise from the bed, this is the first thing. If practice definitely gives proven results, which I always tell my clients to do. That would be the first thing. Second would be practicing journal writing. It can be at the end of the day, or maybe a small structuring of the day also is very much required. I'll really strongly emphasize, because in COVID times, I had seen many cases where sleeplessness was there, anxiety and depression was there, just because we were thrown into the spaces which were very, I mean, everybody was there at home. We never had any personal space, and that all, and no routine for sure, because we were all working from home. No work-life balance was there. So I would strongly recommend that, even if you're, because now, the corporate style where you're all dressed up and you're sitting in your shorts or pajamas and dressed up from the top, and so we all understand that, right? So what I mean to say is we really need to look into that. Even if we are not going anywhere, we need to dress up. Even dressing up helps us stay bright or peppy, and it makes our day. So sticking to the schedules. Then I would say that other than that also, what is required is some forest therapy. I really recommend. If you have garden, it's amazing, perfect. You can have a walk in the garden. You can plant some trees, or if you can't, you can just simply look out of the window. There would be many people who have maintained beautiful gardens, or maybe terrace garden, whatever. Just look there, or maybe if you can have a walk around, have a nature walk, that really helps. That also I would strongly suggest. And other than that, also, yeah, I have seen in my practice, which I really tell my clients, that Surya Namaskar is really helpful. Other than Surya Namaskar, it is the pranayam. When there is sleeplessness, then the left nostril needs to be activated. It helps you to 20 counts. If you do the left nostril breathing, it will help to regulate your circadian rhythm, and especially the sleep cycle. And if you have a right nostril breathing, then it would help you to activate yourself, especially helpful during the depressive phase, if you are suffering from low phases. Also, I would strongly recommend Sudarshan Kriya. Art of Living is having this amazing practice. So I have seen that this has really helped clients to come out of their depressive phase. So this is something I'd really emphasize. Also, as I said, mindfulness. So mindfulness can be a simple practice like, drinking tea in the morning, just enjoying the tea, because what happens is all the time we are on the autopilot mode. So when we are, having the tea, we are thinking of what will happen in the office, what else I have to do and stuff. When we are in the office, we think of that vacation we really need. And when we are in the vacation, we are back to, what is happening in the office. So we really need to be mindful, and only spending some 2 or 3 minutes mindfully would really help you stay grounded. And there is a beautiful grounding activity. Whenever you feel stressed, whenever you feel not yourself, to center yourself, you can simply do this practice of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is very simple. 5 things you can see which give you peace. 4 things which you hear which make you calm. 3 things which you can touch which make you feel better. 2 things which you can smell, and 1 thing which you can relish and taste. So please do that. It is definitely very helpful in grounding yourself. And yeah, then me time. I'm very sure that if we have me time, and during the me time, when we have affirmations, when we speak, because all the time we listen to negative talk, we have been conditioned into, I would not like to maybe point out that who were these people in our life, but always without any intention of theirs, there is some chatter which is going on, which we tell ourselves that I'm no good, I'm not worth it, or I'm not competitive enough, or I'm not worthy of it. So all these things become internal voice and they trouble us. So spending some me time where you do nothing, just soak your feet maybe in some warm water before sleeping, or just simply, just reading that book, doing some gardening, whatever you love, reading some good self-help book, anything which you like, please indulge yourself in these type of practices. Definitely me time really helps, and especially if there are some positive affirmations, they really help the person. And there is technology I would not fail to mention here. Headspace and many other beautiful apps are also available. If you are not able to seek help from some, obviously therapeutic help is definitely required. Do not shy away from reaching out to the therapist or the psychiatrist, but for sure, please also, if there is less of stress and you can manage it on your own, definitely these type of technologies are now available, freely available. You can always use them so that you can mitigate the stress you have, day-to-day stress, because not every person requires a therapist. So these are some very, very basic self-help techniques, which I think are really, really required. So with that, because I really respect the time of other speakers also, I really, really appreciate this platform of initiating these wonderful conversations, which are really helpful. And I really thank Dr. Nada and Dr. Elisa for providing this platform to me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Darna. Thank you so much.
Alicia, we have one speaker comes back.
Is that Dr. Ekta or Ekta
Yes.
Abo? I spotted her. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see a couple of hands raised. Did you have questions for Dr. Darna, Ramadan, and Mohammed?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, we are. I was just clarifying the hands that were raised before I introduce you again, but I think their hands may be up by default for a cheer. So we'll move right into your presentation, Ekta. And am I saying your name correctly? Forgive me if I am not. She is a Master of Science and Bachelor of Education. She is an assistant teacher at the City Montessori School. Let's welcome Ekta Abrol from India. We welcome you. Please take the mic. Did we lose her? I think we lost her. Ramadan, can you go ahead? Did you have a question? She may be reconnecting. Ramadan, you're unmuted. All right, go ahead, Mr. Kals. You're up. We see your presentation as well. We're not hearing you, Ektal, if you're...
Hello.
There you are. We can hear you now.
Just a moment. Hello. Hello, thank you so much. I'm so sorry for being late. I had a meeting, so I just left from here for a few seconds. So we are here today to discuss about SDG goals. A goal without a plan is just a wish. When we talk about sustainable development goals, they are a collection of 17 interlinked global goals designed to be a blueprint to achieve a better and a more sustainable future for all of us. These goals were set up in 2015 by UN General Assembly And we are trying hard to achieve them by the year 2030. So we have gathered here to discuss 17 Sustainable Development Goals and to reflect upon the need for urgent action. So we are going to discuss how Goal 3 can ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. SDG 3, good health and well-being. The three main aims of the global goals are to work towards social, economic, and environmental growth. When we talk about this, the agenda focuses on the success of these goals and aims to go to end all forms of poverty. When we talk, what is the challenge? We have to accept the challenge. The challenge today is that the poor health that constitutes suffering, deprivation is the most fundamental kind. It can be in terms of mental, physical. Over the significant strides made in increasing life expectancy and reducing some of the common killers associated with the child and maternal mortality. We have made immense progress globally in finding newer treatments, vaccines, and technologies for healthcare, but universal affordable access to healthcare still remains a challenge for all of us. It's very important to focus on SDG Goal 3 because it aspires to ensure health and well-being for all of us. It includes a bold commitment. We have been trying to end the epidemics of AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, and other communicable diseases by 2030. But on the same end, we also aim to achieve universal health coverage and provide access to safe and effective medicines as well as vaccines for all the people. Not only the disease impact of the well-being impacts the well-being of an individual, but it also burdens the family and public resources. It weakens the societies and squanders the potentials of the society. The health and well-being of people at all ages, therefore, lies at the heart of sustainable development. So how can we address this need? Why is this need so important? So that we can head towards a global effort to eradicate disease, strengthen treatment, address new and emerging health issues. It also helps us call for innovation and research in these areas so that we can enhance the efforts of the public policies. A holistic approach to better health will definitely require so that we can access healthcare, medicines, and vaccines, and we can make them affordable and they can be accessed at universal level. Apart from this, a renewed focus on mental health issues has also been incorporated, and we have been discussing it all. So the time has come so that we all get involved, so that we can make a difference. Let's make some noise and make a difference in everyone's life. We all should come together. We all should join hands. And we should encourage each other to commit to make small changes in our daily life and then motivate friends, family, and colleagues to get involved and help create a better and fairer world, which brings peace and harmony to all of us so that we all can live happily. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for such an enlightening presentation. We appreciate you taking the time out to be here. I am getting a message from Vishali Kamat. I see you here. Can you go ahead?
Yes, yes, Dr.
Okay.
Elisa, I'm waiting.
Oh, you're
Thank you
ready.
very much.
Okay, I think I called you earlier. My apologies.
Yes, yes, I told also. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. And
May I
she
continue?
is the She is a pharmacy MB, MA English, DSW, ND, such a well-educated science educator. She's going to enlighten us on her thoughts and musings about being well. Thank you so much.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Elisa. Thank you, Nada ma'am. And thank you, Iiu, for giving this opportunity. Yes, I know it's time is over, but we are here and I think I am last speaker. I think so. So yes, we are very thankful to Iiu SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Out of that, we have seen that the third goal, that is good health and well-being. The eminent speakers up till now, they have spoken nicely with the different era we have seen. We will start from the health, that also it was covered, that health. WHO, that is World Health Organization, they have defined health as a mental, physical, and social well-being. So only the person, if the person is physically fit, but if the person is quarrelsome, he is disturbing the social life of others, then we cannot say that the person is healthy. Yes, and if the person is physically not fit, he is suffering from any type of diseases, disorders, and he is good enough or he is mixing with, he is social, then also we are not able to say that he is physically fit, means not a healthy person. So yes, definitely mentally, socially, and physically, the healthy, that is well-being, is required. It depends upon different type of factors. Okay, the social factor, the physical factor, the emotional factors are there. Then financial condition is also there. What is the education of the person? Definitely, these factors also affects the well-being of the person. Let us see about we will start from the health. Health, whenever we are considering, yes, it is related with the immunity. As we know, the immunity is the resistance power of the body to fight against the different type of microorganisms. This corona situation, pandemic situation, it has taught us that yes, we are supposed to take the cleanliness is next to godliness. So we are supposed to keep ourselves as well as the surrounding clean. And these are different type of we will say the government, all it was the global. Okay, so everywhere the spreading was there and everybody is taking care of that. But before going towards this immunity, and when the people, they have the awareness was there, the people have now, as they have mentioned, they have started using herbs. Previously junk food was taken, now the people are concentrating on diet. What do you mean by diet? Not only the diet, it should be a balanced diet, it should be a rainbow diet. What do you mean by rainbow diet? Whatever food items are there, the food items should have a different colors, means different type of fruits, different type of vegetables, all cereals, pulses. So the rainbow diet will definitely will increase the salivation, and whenever the salivation increase, definitely the digestive system will nicely work, and whatever food you are taking, whatever food you are ingesting, yes, definitely it will get transformed into blood. Then only we are going to get the energy to work, and then only the person will be called as healthy. So how come we are going to get this immunity then? The first immunity booster, as we are saying, that it is the colostrum, the first milk of the mother. The neonates, they are getting that. That is the first, that is BCG vaccine. Before that vaccine, this is the first milk of mother which is giving the immunity, and it is most important. But nowadays, just a sake of this beauty, many females, they are not lactating their babies, and here the problem is that because they are not giving the milk to their babies, the babies are having a less immunity, and certainly they are more prone to the different type of attack of microorganisms. So how they will become healthy? Definitely, whatever any geographical condition is there, any type of area is there, different type of countries are there, whatever locally, whatever is available, it should be given. It should be given in semi-solid form first to the baby, and then slowly it will come to solid. So definitely the naturopathy here, it will work more. What do you mean by naturopathy? That is the therapy which will include all 5 elements. All 5 elements means air, water, soil, then fire and space. So these 5 elements along with mud therapy also, it will be very useful. The sunlight therapy, it is also useful. Chromotherapy we will call. Massage. So everywhere under name of massage, yes, definitely the medicated herbs are there in medicines. That oil will be definitely useful. So in India, I would like to mention that whenever the baby is there, the baby is given that abhyanga, or we are calling it as a medicated oil massage is given. And in sunlight, that is not between 7 to 8 early in the morning, the sunlight is exposed for vitamin D synthesis. So because of all this culture, whatever culture we were having, all countries, they have their own culture. Okay, the culture is not, we are not following blindly. It has science behind that. The vitamin D synthesis will be there, okay, because of the exposure of this sunlight. So such type of small things are there which will make us healthy. The good eating, yes, the good health will be there, definitely. The laughter system, a laughter therapy is there. Many times, just now, I think Dharma ma'am, she has mentioned that because of the corona, many people, although they are wealthy, okay, they are healthy, but mentally they are alone. Okay, they are not having any contact with others. So socially, emotionally, they are alone, and because of that, many of them, they have suffered. Whatever, if the degree of the illness or disorder is less, but because of the negative thinking, because of that negative thinking, they are more prone to getting infected. And so what is our thing, or what we are supposed to do? First of all, we are supposed to use balanced diet, the diet which contain all food components like carbohydrate, proteins, fats, all vitamins, minerals, everything, along with roughage and water. Along with that, the pranayam, exercise, yoga, as all eminent speakers, they have mentioned. Yes, definitely, whenever you will feel, I am not supposed to do anything, take rest. I would like to suggest that take rest. Everything you are supposed to stop. Whatever you like, whatever is your hobby, listen me, your favorite music, yes, definitely the mental well-being because of this. So I would like wellness. So here I would like to thank our eminent, and thank you very much, IIU, for giving this opportunity to speak on good health and well-being. Thank you, all of you. Stay healthy. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vishali Kamath. We
Thank you.
appreciate you enlightening us with such
Yes.
practical ways of just living and being this goal. We appreciate you, and a big round of applause for her. Thank you for showing up for us. And now, without further ado, we have our very own Nada, and I'm going to formally introduce her. Thank you so much for your patience. Our Nada is the country director.
The link, attendance link, because the battery is totally down. It is since 3 hours we are listening and all the speakers are not able to hear anything. Kindly just stick to the timing, because all the link is getting dropped. Attendance participants level has gone down, dropped.
Who is speaking? I apologize.
Please, Mrs. I will send it now. We have the registration link, but we take it before the end, so I will put it in the chat for 1 minute. Okay.
Thank you so much, Nada, for helping with that. We appreciate you.
Okay, now 1 minute link will be here in the chat.
Okay, I'm going to invite our Country Director of IIU, Country Director of Croatia, Nada Vek, to speak and share her perspective on being well and staying healthy. Please go ahead, Nada. Thank you so much.
Okay, I will first put the registration link in the chat. So Alisa said a few words about me. Yes, I'm here in IIU, in International Internship University. I'm a proud member of IIU. So happy. And today, yesterday, day before, for this great conference, today's topic is important, like all topics these days. And the topics, I put the link in the chat. So please see, is there any problem? Because I was putting something here. So please write, or Alisa, if something isn't wrong with the link, you will tell me. Okay.
The link, it seemed to be working fine. I already got it and it's opened up well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For the end, what to say about this topic? I would like to tell a few words about necessity of nutrition for children to have better education. On what I mean school meals for all. School meals for all is adopt for all, and what we must provide in this topic, we must provide to every child on the world a school meal, and not a simple school meal, a meal what is by nutritionism, and schools must play a critical role in the health of our children. So there are many policies, and there must be policy solutions that would transform our school food systems and how our students, kids, children will learn about the food, what to eat. So the schools need a big support and implementation. First, I want to say need a implementation of school meals in school. Here I have data that malnutrition is a biggest global problem. We have 2 billion people who are suffering from some form of micronutrient deficiency. What is the problem today, and what is making our health? Every day we know that have 1 million of children around the world who go to school on the empty stomach. How can we talk about this topic if we have among children around us with empty stomach? And what are we fighting? We must do everything because every child must have access to safe and nutritious food. We must empower everybody around us. And also, we must empower children, teachers, other teachers, parents, and everybody to take a change of their own diets and health. We must build what? A healthy and about diets and eat good food. Energy balance. Energy balance is something what is very important. Energy can neither be created or destroyed, only transferred from one state to another. What it means? It's a pyramid, a hierarchy of evidence. And first, when you take in more energy or calories than you burn, you gain weight. That is some energy balance. When you take
less energy than you burn. You lose weight. So first is gain weight. The second is lose weight. The third is when you take in the same energy as you burn, you will maintain that. That is today a big problem to everybody. Uh, have you 5 years, 20 years, 30 or 50 or 80? How to maintain that energy? There are 5 principles giving a good nutrition. I don't have time to talk a lot about that, but everybody and for our children, the parents must create their spectrum in with a nutritionist, and nutritionism is the big essential for the success of all of our SDGs. Uh, one example, nutrition is at the heart. Every $1 invest and of the SDGs gives 16 return. $1 invested gives $16 return. But here today we have great speakers, many new ideas, many talks. I can talk about this topic really a lot. But International Internship University provides various courses across 195 nations. It's a world about public health nutrition and have courses which are truly structured based on SDG and other initiatives of
I
EU.
send Kadit right now. Her pic. And the fair irukku paru Nada Ratwick. From which country terla?
Yes, Nada Ratkovich, from which country? Who is asking? So, Swarna Bharat Parivar and Iiu has that. But I didn't want to only mention that. I want to say our co-founder, Mr. Iiu-Isdgc has and do and Iiu have many kids, many schools. They have a little heroes that they call them kids, and they are providing the school meals for that children. So, what I want to conclude today with my speech, I think that every school must contribute to the SDG. How? Giving the school meals and helping our kids, children, students, and that I mean for every school worldwide, every country must give that, and also a social safety net to all children. And the food must be also understanding with climate change, but today is not that. I will set the next. Every our SDG has contribution to another. Contribution to zero hunger, contribution to tomorrow to education. How can we educate our children, students, if we don't take care about all 17 SDGs? So I will finish today. Thank you. Thank you for attention. And also I want to repeat that tomorrow I really want everybody who was here today to join us also, please, because you see we have great speakers and we can learn a lot. So food security, food availability, domestic food production, food imports, access food, nutrition, that is for us a one size fits a big model for all standards. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nada. It's been a pleasure, and thank you for sharing your insight with us and reminding us that neither of the goals go without each other. And so right now I want to share a little bit about a very inspirational individual. I'm sorry, Amujiri, your hand is up. Do you have a question? You're muted, dear. You're still muted. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, one and all. I am Amujuri Vishwanath, educationist and honorary professor at International Internship University. I'm thankful to entire the organizing team and IIU co-founder Dr. Iiu-Isdgc Pandit, as well as today's distinguished guest for valuable speech and a wonderful session. So my question is that how can we manage our health criteria, or how can we control our health tips at post-COVID to become a new normal life?
Is that question for Nada?
Is it for me, Amujur, or for all?
Yeah, anyone can answer because
anyone can
all the
answer, yes.
distinguished speakers are here, so that's why.
Okay.
Open for anyone, you can tell that.
Is anybody here who wants to
everyone, Meena here. I want to say hello everyone, Meena here. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, Meena. Meena is going to answer for us.
Sure.
Sir, you have put a beautiful question and I really appreciate your question. It is the need of the hour. But see, the best preparation for tomorrow is today. Don't wait for the last day for the preparation. If you are prepared well enough today in advance, you need not to worry about your future. If you are thinking about post-pandemic issues, the health issues, what we are going to do. So why not to prepare it from today onwards? Say for example, if we switch over to healthy lifestyle means very less oily food. Say no to junk food, exercises, healthy yogas, pranayam, meditation, and thinking positive. If we are thinking positive, if we are stress free, definitely we are going to rock after post pandemic. So this is what I want to say, that each one of us think of healthy lifestyle from today onwards, and we are definitely going to conquer the world after post pandemic. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
May
you.
I add
Wonderful
a
answering.
sentence, please? Dr. Suchitra, may I add a sentence for this answer too? Nada?
Go ahead, please. You have this
I
mic.
think first you should be grateful to the Almighty for being healthy today. If you are grateful, I think you will exactly know how to maintain yourselves, and that is your preparation for tomorrow. That's the key sentence that I could deliver after all these discussions from the panelists. Thank you so much. I hope I have been correctly saying that the positivity and the gratefulness is what will give us a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for a wonderful your answering. And I also thankful to all these moderators and organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for bringing up that insightful question, and all the speakers for your response.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure meeting everyone.
Thank you.
God going to empower us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We don't leave us yet. Just stay with us for a few more minutes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the presenters. They have presented
We are
well,
not
and
we
it
are
was
not
a
finished
very
today.
fruitful session. Thank you.
Finished today.
Thank you.
Please, we are
Thank
not
you.
finished.
Thank
We
you.
are not finished. No, thank you. We are not finished.
We're not done yet. Please stay with us.
We are
Please
not
come back
finished.
and we can say our goodbyes in just a few more minutes. Before we go, I just want to ask Dr. Satnan, she has a few special words to share with us. She is also one of the co-founders here at IIU, and she has a special set of information for us. Please go ahead, Dr. Satnan. Go ahead, Dr. Satnam. Let me see. You're muted, Dr. Satnam. I'm sorry, we can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Start again. I said, after all that overwhelming session, and oh my goodness, all the takeaways, all that we had, such an inspiring session, such a happening session that you've gone through. Come on. First of all, round of applause for Nada and Dr. Alyssa for making it such a beautiful, beautiful presentation today. Thank you so much. And like I said, on behalf of all the trustees, on behalf of our co-founders, behalf of everyone, every delegate, every team member, I would love to thank everyone. I understand, sometimes we just go just little beyond the time limit, and we don't want to do that. But I think where we see the passion of our speakers, where we see people want to interact, they want to come up, they want to share, they want to learn, being passionate, educators ourselves. This is our kind of, this is the drive. This is the drive. So we kind to limit ourselves, but we flow in the flow, I guess, So thank you very much for bearing with us as well. And thank you very much for joining us. What I'd say is, I understand whatever time you have to avail, but do join us for whatever time you are there, because every time you join in, you learn something and we learn from you. So thank you, everyone. I would invite, I think, Dr. Kadam for her official vote of thanks today. I didn't want to take much time. Sorry, Alyssa, sorry, Nada, because I think there's a lot of people who've been waiting here for hours, but it's been a very productive session and I'm really, really glad we went through it so beautifully. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Satnam. Respected dignitaries, colleagues, dear speakers, moderator, International Internship University is building a better and brighter future for all young learners and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. I, Dr. Snigdha Kadam, Director Academic Affairs, India of International Internship University, express my gratitude to have been given the opportunity to give the vote of thanks in this historic Iiu-Isdgc Conference Day 3. I would like to thank our lifetime trustee of Swarna Bharat Parivar Global, board member and advisor of IIU, Mrs. Roshnilal Ma'am from Australia, for her support and valuable guidance. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the co-founders of IIU for their dedication in spreading the education. Ms. Mona Angia from Indonesia, Dr. Satnam from United Kingdom. She's a Vice President, Honorary Degrees Council. Mr. Piyush Pandit, co-founder and Chief Operating Officer, India. Mr. Jack William, co-founder and Director, Humanity Affairs, Paris. Mr. Nadil Nabil, co-founder, Northeast Africa. Mr. Stephen, Australia, co-founder. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the core team of IIU for making the vision and mission of bringing this new era of education. Dr. Pratibha Mishra, President, International Advisory Council of IIU India. Dr. Satnam, Vice President, Honorary Degrees Council, United Kingdom. Dr. Rabia Bhatia, Board Member of IIU. My friend, Ms. Nada, Country Director, Crochet of IIU. Dr. Shaili Bhutani, President, Council of Foreign Affairs, India. Mr. Piyush Pandit, Mr. Jack William, co-founders, Paris, France. Special thanks to my dear colleagues and friends, Mr. Nada, Ms. Kalyani Rao, and Ms. Prachi Gaur for their excellent planning and organizational skills for the successful session of ISDG Goal 3. Today, we have witnessed the plethora of ideas and knowledge delivered by experienced speakers, change makers showcasing the SDG goal. I'm thankful to all the wonderful speakers. Heartfelt thanks to my friend and today's highly energetic and dynamic moderator, Miss Alisa. Alisa, you are amazing. So let's clap for all our speakers and moderators. Let's give them a round of applause. They have done the wonderful job. Last but not the least, to our loving and patient audience and all the participants who are with us from last 3 hours 45 minutes. Friends, man behind the success of International Internship University, the eminent and multi-talented person who has the vision, the thought, the idea behind a successful venture and organization, the backbone of IIU, and he is none other than our beloved visionary, co-founder of International Internship University, Mr. Piyush Pandit. Dear Piyush sir, our sincere thanks and gratitude to you. I hope you all have enjoyed the enriching conference. So once again, let's give a round of applause for the success of today's SDG Goal 3. Dear friends, we will be back tomorrow with another SDG session sharp at 5 p.m. So stay tuned. Till then, be safe, be healthy, and build a sustainable future. Good night. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, Senha. Thank you, everyone, for being here and all the ones who made it to the end with us. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day if you're here in the United States. With me, it's 8 a.m. in the morning. And we will see you all tomorrow. Get the link, share the link, spread the word. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay inspired, stay passionate and motivated, and live passionately and purpose. I'm your host, Elisa White, signing out for today. Have a good one.
Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you.
Thank you, Alisa. You were excellent. Thank you.
Thank you all for such great energy.
And you kept it on. Thank you so much.
That was
Thank you.